Hi. Hi. How's it going, everybody? Hi. Hello. Hello. Everybody, my name is Kyllier, though you may call me Key. I'm a Shadow Dragon Vtuber and variety streamer. I hope you enjoy your stay and welcome to my dragon's nest. I'm joined today by this beautiful fox right here.
Yeah, hi.
This is Saritsa. Did you know?
No, I didn't.
This fox right here. This is.
You want to explain? Who is Saritsa?
Well, what Logic posted in chat. Saritsa is a beautiful fox. She's a phenomenal streamer, and I always am happy to have her around. And she's my wife. Did you know she's my wife?
I'm gonna need a 5-page essay about that on my table by tomorrow.
I will write it after stream.
Yay!
Yeah, you're getting an essay on how much you're my wife. Yep.
Don't you need to like make out with Sophie after
I'll do
stream?
that too. I can multitask.
While multitasking.
I'm just that good. Don't mind my spinning. I don't know why I'm doing it. Hi.
Maybe Kyllier should have full arms.
Wait, what?
Well, yeah, like a gold Magala. Maybe she should have full arms so that she can multitask even harder.
I'll attach some claws to the, my wings here. I think that'll work. Do you think that'll work? Babe?
My joke has gone totally over her head.
Did it?
It's okay, don't worry about it.
I thought I would have caught it if it wasn't over my head. I don't see it up there.
No, you're too short for that.
I'm not that short.
I don't know, it would have hit me in the head if it flew over my head, but it flew over your head instead, so...
I'm not that short.
She's tiny.
I'm not that short.
She is pretty small, even not as a kobold. Tyler's correct. Still lots bigger than Dyla. Dyla's the tiniest kobold. 2 apples tall kobold.
So small. So itty bitty.
So itty bitty. So tiny.
Right. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Welcome in. Today's gonna be fun. Streams are always fun when I have this beautiful fox with me, though. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's almost like something. I'm maybe your favorite streamer.
Maybe.
Maybe it's almost like you're maybe my favorite streamer too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're cute.
Hi.
Hi.
Just kiss already?
Mwah.
Absolutely. Hi there, Nia. Hi, Trash. Hi, Dyla. Hi, Luetta. Hi, Annalise. Hello there, Dip and Val. Welcome in, Fluffy Void, and thank you for the follow. Thank you. I do really appreciate that. Let's see here. Hi there, Keithel. Welcome in, Undying Resolve, or as Saritsa was calling you, Emma. Welcome.
Yeah, that's Emma. That's my friend.
Thanks for the follow. Saritsa was talking you up on the starting soon. Hell yeah.
She's cool.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me. We're here for that. Hello there, Logic. Hello, Jam. Hello, Gallon. Who else is here? Hello, Mimic. Hi there, Okami. If I missed anyone, I am so sorry. My brain is full of gay today.
It is. She spent like an hour before stream just being an absolute gay mess.
I was such an absolute mess pre-stream.
She was, and it was really cute.
I was an absolute mess.
She's so goopy.
Bleh.
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 I mean, maybe a little bit.
Maybe.
Just a little bit. What are we doing
Maybe
today?
just a little bit. We are reading SCPs that I've picked out.
She picked them out.
I picked them out.
She picked them
Out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like SCP, so I knew a good few ones to pick, and I definitely found a few new ones I haven't read, like the one currently on screen, SCP-5031. I've never read this one, but it came highly recommended from multiple people online, so I decided to put that in. Also, it's kind of cute.
Hell yeah. Lovely Shadow King, welcome in, welcome in. So 5031 is kind of cute, you said?
It's kind of cute. It's just another murder monster.
We love murder monsters. Don't we?
I hope I got that right.
Do we love murder monsters?
We do love murder monsters.
Yeah.
Like, okay, SCP is full of murder monsters, but this one is just another one. Like, it's nothing special. There's no nuance to it. It's just a murder monster.
Yeah.
You having fun, Fetchbin?
I don't know what I am right now. I'm just very being silly. I don't understand what's going on in my head right now, babe. Babe, help.
You're cute.
Help.
Lovely Shadow King says, gay brain is best brain. Lovely Shadow King is a perfect name for this stream. Is that your grandpa?
Are you my grandpa? Hey, Shadow King, are you grandpa? Are you grandpappy?
Yeah, that's because he's a shadow princess.
It's true. It's very true.
It's very true.
Welcome in, Kana Banana, over on the YouTubes. Welcome in. Hi.
Not that old.
But you could be grandpappy if you want.
You could be. You don't have to be. You can be
You'll
young
not
and a
be.
granddad.
I'm way too amused right now.
He's tried really hard.
I believe in you.
It's okay. At least you're not great grandpappy.
Oh, great grandpappy Shadow King. I knew you had it in you.
God.
Oh my goodness.
You're silly.
Yeah, maybe.
Super silly.
Thanks for the follow, Shadow King. Thank you. I'm glad we were able to win you over. Now whenever you come around, I'm gonna have to start calling you Gramps.
Oh my god. That is really funny though.
It's amazing. I love it. Hello there, time mad scientist, Great Scott. Over on the YouTube. Hello. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Now you have the stream twice. Let's go, Gallon. Let's go.
2 of them.
Thanks for the barrel bombs, Annalise. So, sorry, it's when I started stream today, I was like, I'll set myself over here, and you'll be over there, and we'll be, like, flanking the page. That way we both can be, like, reading it and stuff. And then this entire time I've just been like, hi.
Yeah, you have been zooming around.
Hi. It's hard not to be.
You're
I have, like,
little
weird mouth
dragon.
energy. I have such weird energy today.
Did you have a soda?
No, I had some advanced GG.
Han, we know what advanced GG does to a dragon.
It makes me act a little silly.
It does. You should have had coffee instead.
I did want to drink the last of Yarny's coffee, though.
You don't have your own coffee?
No, I need to get some.
I'm gonna come over there and bap your head until you get yourself fucking treats and coffee and creamer.
Does that mean you're coming to visit?
Oh my god. That's not the point! Also,
could
yes.
be.
No, not. I mean, not for like a good 4 months, actually. Oh my god, it's 4 months away. Holy shit.
What would dragon coffee taste like? Well, the coffee I typically get is, what coffee do I typically get? I can't remember the name of it. It's been so long.
I personally get this particular kind of brand of coffee called Moose Drool, and it has a painting of a moose drooling in a lake. Oh. And it is probably one of the tastiest things of coffee I've ever had. I also just get, I believe it's called Full Sigmatic because they do mushroom blends of coffee, and it's really nice.
Huh.
And it's already pre-ground, so I can be lazy.
You had me try the mushroom one when I was visiting you last.
It was good, wasn't it?
It was pretty good.
Usually pre-ground coffee loses a lot of its flavor, but that one manages to maintain it fairly well for some reason.
And, I mean, I have had mushroom coffee since then, right? And it was not the same, like, at all.
It's because I make coffee really weird.
You make it good is what you do.
I know you have teased me many times before for how I make my coffee, but you gotta admit, my coffee kicks ass.
The upside down?
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically just making a really strong version of, like a really weak version of a cappuccino.
I mean, Yarny and Sophie make it the same way with the upside down
really?
AeroPress. Yeah, they do. So if you don't know, chat, we have a really fancy, totally, like, high-class machine called an AeroPress.
It's a piece of plastic and a plunger.
It's so classy.
Get off your high horse.
and it's good. It makes the coffee taste good.
$150 versions of an AeroPress made of metal and like levers and tubes, and I'm just like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I've got a tube and I'm pressing down a plunger that barely fits in the tube, and it makes coffee better than you could fucking imagine.
Oh my goodness.
It is the best.
It's just so good. See, the nice thing about AeroPresses is they at least from my experience have they take out a lot of the bitterness that coffee usually has with it.
Yeah, that's usually because most modern coffee machines over-extract, under-extract, or they just outright burn the coffee.
And when you make them with the AeroPress, you're just putting the hot water in directly and then plunging it. So it doesn't have time to burn.
And you can also steep it for a while to help it extract.
Steep.
Steep.
You put it on top of a cliff. It makes it very steep.
Just like tea.
You put tea on top of cliffs too. Makes that very steep.
You need to get a French press? I mean, French presses are basically just a different form of an AeroPress, honestly. It's just French.
True.
The French press is a bit hoitier and toitier than an AeroPress, but it is tasty.
I can't remember the last time I actually had French press that I made myself. I can!
AeroPress is basically the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, basically.
Huh. Okay. What are we doing today? Alright, SCPs! We got on a coffee tangent.
We did. I mean, look, coffee's good.
Coffee's good.
I'm a little coffee slut.
Few coffee-related SCP articles you might like. Oh, are there? Hell yeah.
There is a few coffee-related SCPs I didn't think about when suggesting this, yeah.
Oh.
But we already have a really long list. Like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on this list. And
so many.
At least 3 of them could fit into a short story. Like a short novel thing.
I understand. Well, are we not going to be able to get through all of them then?
We might not be able to.
That's okay though.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I gave us more than we have time for, possibly.
Well, that's a good thing.
Use a pulver. Pulver's really good too.
Yeah.
I do like pullovers. I do have a few pour-over coffee things. It's just I prefer the AeroPress, I think.
And saving the coffee-related runs for another time. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. If people like us reading these SCP articles, and like, we are absolutely down to do more in the future. I think we said that the very last time that we did this too, when you were visiting.
And now we're doing more.
Now we're doing more because it was so actually requested that we do more. So.
Yeah.
It's been really nice, it's been really nice. I'm trying to do something real fast before we get started because my brain just realized I want to do this real quick, but I'm not able to find what I'm looking for. which is
Have
a little
you-
disappointing. Huh?
Oh, nothing. That's okay. Do you know what you're looking for?
I know what it is. I just can't remember the name because, you know, my brain works that way. You know, it's kind of disappointing.
That is.
Hi, G-Dog. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome in. What was that thing called where it just boils upwards then feeds back down?
That's a percolator.
A percolator.
How did I know that off it? I hate percolators. They very easily burn coffee.
I figured out the name of it.
What's that?
It's cryo chamber. The dark ambience that we had on when
Oh, yeah.
when I was doing the creepypasta reading about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have some of that going on in the background. I'll go ahead and post a link to what I'm gonna be having playing. But love me some Cryo Chamber. They have been a creator I've been following for a very long time. I've used their music in my D&D settings. And they just have a lot of really nice, creepy, dark ambience. So I'm gonna be choosing one of those and putting it on to have it on in the background, as I figured that would be a good idea. There's a coffee machine SCP. Yeah, we were just talking about that a second ago, J-Dog.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that's SCP-294.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a coffee machine that can make anything you tell it to, including someone else's blood.
Oh.
You can get a hot cup of a D-class guy that's in the other room, and he can't do anything about that because he's about to not have any blood.
That's very unfortunate for him.
Yeah, SCP-294 is a bit terrifying in context. It's also mostly just addendums of what people have done with it. Yeah, a hot cup of Joe.
Oh, literally.
Yeah, it's a hot cup of Joe.
Oh. Well, I have the ambience going on in the background now. And
Ooh.
I am ready to read whenever
I am ready too.
you are. Yeah? All set?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Awesome. Well, shall we get started?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Would you like me to begin? Or
Yeah.
do you want to?
Where should we swap?
How about every single time that there's a break?
That's a lot of swapping.
Oh. Yeah, that is a lot of swapping. But at least that way, you know, we can be sure that we both are getting a decent amount of reading each. Do you have a better idea?
If it's like a short break, we can have it, we can continue on until there's a longer break. Like, you can do item object class as special containment, and then I do description.
Okay.
And you could read off of bullet points, and then I pick up after the bullet points.
Okay. Sounds good.
How's
So
that
I'll
sound?
go ahead and do this. You do this, then I'll do that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well. SCP-5031. Note. File under review. This document has been flagged for possible methodological issues. Please be aware that the following information is subject to change and may contain inaccuracies. Item number SCP-5031. Object class Heater. Special containment procedures. SCP-5031 is to be contained in an airtight iron cell in Biosite 59. The structure must be inspected for imperfections on a weekly basis. No other interaction necessary.
Description. SCP-5031 is a non-sapient, quasi-humanoid creature of unknown origin. When directly observed, SCP-5031 will temporarily cease to exist until the viewer stops observing the space that SCP-5031 formerly occupied. Traces of its existence, e.g. scratch marks and blood trails, continue to exist when SCP-5031 does not. Video and photography devices do not capture SCP-5031's appearance. However, Observing SCP-5031's shadow does not cause cessation of existence, allowing certain physiological traits to be inferred from its silhouette.
It has an abnormally small head with no discernible neck. Elbows branch into 3 sets of lower arms each. Elongated torso, approximately 1.9 meters in length. Pelvis terminates in a crescent-shaped protrusion of osseous tissue with a blade-like lower edge. I probably pronounced that wrong.
Osseous. Because
Osseous?
it's bones.
Levitates above the ground at a fixed height of 0.5 meters.
While SCP-5031 has no nutritional needs, it will nevertheless hunt and consume any human or animal it encounters by using its pendulous lower body to down targets. SCP-5031 does not need sleep and is incapable of expression or verbal communication.
Does this thing hang from the ceiling or just float? Wait, no,
It
it just
just
says it
floats.
levitates.
Yeah, it just levitates. It is a pendulum.
It's a pendulum. It levitates about half a meter above the ground. It has 3 sets of lower arms.
Yeah, from its elbow.
Wow, from its
One elbow, but 3 arms each.
Wow, I'm getting a really, really creepy image in my head for this creature.
I would.
Abnormally small head with no discernible neck.
You know what that head do. You know what that head do, right? Sorry.
What'd that head do, hun? Huh? What'd that head
Yeah,
do?
it's doing a lot. Talk about eating out. That shit's in there.
It definitely does not have any movement without a neck, that's for sure. It's just, right down against the head and shoulders, like, hi.
Or maybe it does have a neck and they can't tell because you can only discern it from a shadow.
That is true. It's just not discernible. Addendum. As of February 14th, 2018, senior researcher Stanley Huxtable is now acting in the role of HMCL supervisor for SCP-5031. The following is a selection of relevant correspondences from S.R. Huxtable to Site Director Yusef Mostofi, elucidating research progress.
February 14th, 2018. Initial impressions. I have no idea who wrote this, but there's a lot I like to say to them. I'm not a fan of abandoning a living creature inside a metal box for 10 years, no matter how pragmatic it might be. Oh, should I keep going?
Oh, do you want to swap?
We could swap after each letter, because there's a
After
lot
each
of
letter?
letters here. I mean,
Oh.
well, not like each.
I was like, wait. By all means, babe.
Okay,
Feel free to continue the letter and I'll read the next one.
It's difficult to fathom that such things were considered the norm a decade ago. Have you ever heard something scream from behind 10 inches of iron for hours on end? When I do my redraft, remind me to add anomalous resistance to hoarseness somewhere in the description. Could you work your magic and get the boys to retrofit the containment cube with an aperture and a security vestibule? I'd like to run some tests that require exposing SCP-5031 to certain stimuli.
Now, I'm really curious how they caught this thing.
Very carefully.
Must have been. And hi there around the Lich King. Welcome in. March 8th, 2018. Round 1 tests. Sound. Summary. Forward. Installed speakers in the containment vestibule and played various albums of natural ambience and popular music. SCP-5031's propensity for screaming worked as a convenient way to measure its stress levels 100% would be considered its typical screaming, volume, and duration. Over 48 hours, and 0% would be no screaming at all. Under morning forest ambulance, it was 43%
Ambulance.
stressed. Or ambience.
Yeah.
Ambulance.
Me when an ambience is playing. Ah! It's about 43%.
Yeah, you know. Seaside Paradise Ambience, 48% stressful. Deep Grotto Ambience, I keep almost saying ambulance now. 62% stressful. They don't
Just an
like
ambulance.
grotto sounds.
No.
They're very not happy with grotto sounds.
Mm-mm.
Kind of likes Mozart, though. The best of Mozart, only 13% stressful. The best of Anya, 18%. They're okay with Anya. The best of Ben Folds really likes Ben Folds, only 6% stressful.
They have good taste. They have good taste.
Yeah, yeah. The best of Jethro Tull, 59%. I don't blame him. And the best of Kiss, 23%. Afterward, efficacy of music for stress reduction gradually decreases over time. I've assembled a playlist of SCP-5031's favorite music to play on shuffle in its enclosure in perpetuity. Stress levels consistently remain in the 15% to 25% range. Baseline adjusted accordingly.
Oh god, what's the month after February?
March.
March 3rd. March 22nd, 2018. Round 2 tests. Play summary. Forward, additional retrofitting was made to the containment chamber to facilitate observation, namely the integration of reinforced viewing windows arranged behind a scrim, onto which shadows may be projected by use of lamps placed alongside the opposite wall. Tossed softball into enclosure. SCP-5031. Sliced the ball in two. Tossed ball.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yarny just came in. Hi, hon. You going to work? Love you. Bye-bye, Yarny. Yarny's going to work.
Have a good Yanni!
Have a good Yarny. Yep, have a good one. Big Neil, thanks for the follow. Thank you. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, hon.
It's okay. Any possible relation to Big Papa Pickle?
Big Papa Pickle?
Have you never seen a Big Papa Pickle?
I don't believe I have.
I will send you a Big Papa Pickle, but for you
Please
to look
do.
at.
I'm very much curious about Big Papa Pickle.
It is quite literally a fairly large pickle in a bag that contains its juices and a big pickle.
Wait, I think I might have seen them then.
Have a look at the Big Papa Pickle.
Okay, I have not seen them since I moved out in the direction that I have. But when I lived more in that region over yonder where you are, they were everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do recognize that.
According to Big Papa Pickle's canonicity, eating garlic makes you whipped.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah. It's just
How
like
do you
real
think
life.
I got so ripped? Oh, it's all that garlic, baby. All that garlic.
It's all that garlic. It's because I put a whole clove in every meal you eat.
You do.
A whole head, not even a clove. My apologies.
Yeah, you just drop it on in there.
Yay. Okay. SCP. Tossed basketball into enclosure. SCP-5031. Sliced football open. Rolled bowling ball into enclosure. SCP-5031. Scratched a couple of grooves into the ball, then rolled the ball around the enclosure with the blunt side of its tail for 20 minutes. Stress levels remained over 60% after play. Bowling ball chipped to the extent that it would no longer roll properly, unplanned. Stress levels increased to 115%. Replacement bowling ball provided. Stress levels fell back to 40%. Rolled additional bowling ball into enclosure. SCP-5031 used the blunt side of its tail to hit the balls together for a while. Stress levels remained about over 40% after play. Tossed basketball into enclosure. SCP-5031 picked up and played with the ball. Stress levels remained over 20% after play. Afterward, SCP-5031 appears to have learned to use its hands to play with a basketball in order to avoid accidentally damaging it. Motor skill comparable to that of a toddler, SCP-5031 still prefers bowling ball for kicking.
And this, the little carrot pointing to the left, that's less than.
Oh, it's less than. Wait, but it's pointing towards the 20%, so wouldn't it be greater than?
So when you're writing out stuff, so if it's pointing to the left, it means less than. If it's pointing to the right, it means greater than.
Is that so?
I believe so. Somebody please correct me in chat. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm starting to think I might be wrong now.
So if it points to the right, it's less than. If it's greater than, it points to the left.
Oh, so I had it backwards.
Yeah, I was right.
Oh, you were right.
I don't know nothing about math.
You know stuff.
Warriors a brick shithouse? Yes, absolutely. You don't get that big without being buff as hell, dude.
For some reason, I remember being taught that the mouth is eating the bigger number, so that means that side is greater.
It's eating the bigger number because it is greater, so it wants that bigger number. So if it's pointing to the right, that's the bigger number. But if it's going to the left, that's the lesser number.
In my head.
Yeah.
Round 3 tests. Food. A summary. Forward. SCP-5031 was given the choice between 2 potential food sources, placed at opposite ends of the enclosure. A human corpse and a pig carcass. SCP-5031 ended up choosing the pig carcass. A pig carcass or a chicken carcass. Once again, they chose the pig carcass. A pig carcass or rotisserie chicken.
Oh.
They went with the rotisserie chicken.
Good shit.
Good taste, good taste. Chicken carcass or rotisserie. And I said nah to the raw carcass. I'm going rotisserie, baby.
It's cooked?
It's cooked.
Yeah, that shit's tasty, dude.
I love me some rotisserie. Live chicken or rotisserie, they're like, nah, I don't care about the live one. I want the cooked one. Roasted turkey or rotisserie chicken. It went for neither. It probably ate its fill at that point. Probably sated. Presumed. Afterward, while it's true that SCP-5031 doesn't necessarily need to eat, feeding it regularly has caused a marked decrease in average stress levels. Stress reduction seems to scale proportionally with the quality of food provided. Also of note is that SCP-5031 prefers to use its tail to pry and cut meat into bite-sized portions, rather than rip the meat into chunks with its teeth or hands.
Oh, what month is that? Is that December?
That's April.
April.
Yeah,
okay.
I understand because we're going by the EU logic of
Yeah.
dates here.
I also just don't know the months.
Yeah.
I have never learned the months, and I never
Really?
will. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Can I?
I don't know what
you?
goes. No,
I'll teach you.
it's not gonna stick. Time is an absolutely inconsequential concept to me.
Time is an illusion. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold.
I'm not buying gold. God. Cutie. April's your birth month. Whoa. Fan out of SCP-5031 looks like a Ben 10 Season 1 guy. It does, yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You're
if you
gonna have to show
if you
it
wanna
to me.
send it to me, send it to Pharaoh.
Yeah, send it to Saritza, and Saritza can show it to me once we're done reading this one. And because what we're wanting to do is do kind of a smasher pass at the end of each one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
You're fun. Ugh, my foot.
Hydrate.
April 12th, 2018. I just hydrated. Round 4 tests. Coexistence. Summary. Test 1. SCP-5031 is fed until sated. Live subject, a common chicken, is introduced to the enclosure. Result. SCP-5031 observed subject from a distance for several minutes, and then rolled a bowling ball toward the subject at high speed. Subject was killed instantly. SCP-5031's stress levels rose immediately and drastically. Test 2. Bowling balls were removed from the enclosure. SCP-5031 fed until sated. Live subject, common chicken, introduced towards the enclosure. SCP-5031 gently rolled a basketball towards subject. Ball hit subject lightly. Subject responded with a small cry and moved away. SCP-5031 did not engage with subject any further. Test 3. SCP-5031 fed until sated. Live subject, a Class D, blindfolded, introduced into the enclosure, and instructed to sit and roll basketball forward, and then wait until it came back and roll it away again. Result, subject and SCP-5031 successfully rolled the ball back and forth for several minutes. SCP-5031 eventually abandoned the activity and approached subject. Per safety protocol, subject removed their blindfold to terminate the activity. Test 4. SCP-5031 fed until sated. Live subject, another Class D, was introduced to the enclosure and instructed to toss a tennis ball at the wall, let it ricochet behind them, and then catch and repeat. Result, SCP-5031 stood behind subject and successfully engaged in a game of catch, mimicking subject's action of letting the ball ricochet against the wall. Afterward, SCP-5031's motor skills seemed to be rapidly improving.
Oh, it's learning.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah, like legitimately, it does sound kind of cute. It seemed so upset when it accidentally killed the chicken. It got so upset.
I love this SCP. I had such a good time reading this for the first time because it's such a fun subversion. It's just this like senior researcher getting to this place and being like, okay, SCP's kind of cruel, dude. Maybe the unstoppable lizard wouldn't be so mad if we gave him a chicken. Wait, no, he still would be. Never mind. Listen, I believe 682 literally just hates humanity. That's just his whole thing. You can't take that away from him.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah.
May 16, 2018. Round 5 tests. Symbols. Summary. Forward. 5 LCD displays were fitted into the wall of SCP-5031's enclosure, each with a lip button and a food dispenser underneath. Test 1. 2 stations activated. Screen 1 displayed the image of a rock. Its button dispensed rocks. Screen 2 displayed the image of a rotisserie chicken. Its button dispensed pieces of chicken. SCP-5031 poked at the image of a chicken for a few minutes, and then eventually hit the button. Chicken was dispensed until SCP-5031 was satisfied. Test 2. Screen displays and the materials dispensed were swapped. Result: SCP-5031 hit the button it had the previous day and received a rock. It then went to the other screen and hit the button to dispense chicken. Test 3. Screen displays and materials dispensed were swapped back to their original positions and set to swap again at random intervals after first distribution. Result: SCP-5031 went directly to the button next to the image of a chicken. Experienced apparent confusion after the first mid-distribution swap, but quickly learned to watch the images.
They put this they put this guy in a Minecraft grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah, you press a button, dispenses chicken. You press another button, dispenses rock. Just like Minecraft.
Just like Minecraft.
Just like Minecraft.
Test 4. 3 more stations. Screens, buttons, and dispensers were activated. 4 stations displayed the word rock and dispensed rocks. 1 station displayed the word chicken and dispensed chicken. Arrangement set to change randomly several times over the following days. The result: through trial and error, SCP-5031 determined which station dispensed chicken. SCP-5031 subsequently went to the station marked chicken whenever displays were swapped. Test 5. All stations deactivated except for 1. Screen displayed the word chicken. Several wood blocks were set in front of the station, each marked with one of the letters in the word chicken. The station's button was set to remain unlit and inactive until the blocks were arranged in the correct order. Result: SCP-5031 expressed apparent frustration, hitting the inactive button repeatedly and striking the wall with its tail. Test 6. Same as the previous test, but the screen displayed the word chicken, with each letter overlaid on a photo of a wood block. Result: after 12 minutes, SCP-5031 successfully assembled the word chicken. Afterward, it can learn language, Yusuf.
I cannot imagine the amount of spite that went into the afterword. It's so funny. It's so funny.
This is a good one. You chose a really good SCP for us to start with. I'm really liking this one.
It's so fun.
It's really fun.
Maybe can we get a chicken from the soundboard? Do I have a chicken in the soundboard?
Do you?
I don't. Do I? I don't think I do. I mean, I have a.
You have a Moogle. You have a little coop.
But Nightshade. If I use my soundboard, he won't hear it because it's only on my side.
I heard it.
No, I mean my check it out. I'm in the house soundboard.
Oh.
It's not on Discord.
Oh, that's, you know what? That's so fair. That is so fair.
I do in fact have a button that makes it say check it. So.
Check it out. I'm in the house.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken. August 29th, 2018. Round 6 tests. Vocabulary. Results. Forward, SCP-5031 has learned to use letter blocks to form the following words: chicken, turkey, pork, tofu, beef, bread, more salt, more pepper, more cooked. Music: Mozart, Enya, Ben Folds, Forest, Seaside, White Noise, more volume, less volume, silence. And play: basketball, bowling ball, tennis ball, cat, dog, human, Robert.
Robert?
Oh, that's for D class.
Oh, okay, all right.
Stanley, alone. Afterward, for its increased vocabulary and human interaction, SCP-5031 has made the following progress: established food preferences and dish pairings, learned to sing non-verbally, and learned to juggle. 6-handed juggling is something to behold.
I love this. I love this SCP. What the heck?
I love that they specifically call for their comfort buddy, the D-class that they put in the cage.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
They want Robert.
They want Robert!
October 5th of 2018. Round 7 tests, activities, a summary. Test 1. Introduced table, paper, and crayons into the enclosure. Live subject, D Class 52125, is instructed to demonstrate drawing for SCP-5031. The result: SCP-5031 learned to draw. Discernible subjects depicted in its artworks include D Class 52125, SCP-5031, a rotisserie chicken, a cat, and myself. Test 2. introduced piano into the enclosure. Live subject, D Class 52125, instructed to play chopsticks blindfolded and invite SCP 5031 to play along. Subject had to practice beforehand. Result: SCP 5031 learned chopsticks in 2 days, though it appeared more interested in making its own original music, complete with vocals. These compositions might be considered crude by human standards. Test 3. Introduced Spice Rack into the enclosure. Live subject D-Class 52125 instructed to demonstrate seasoning meats. Result: SCP-5031 spent almost 3 straight days experimenting with different combinations of food and spices. SCP-5031 assembled the words more, more, more with its letter blocks after running out of garlic powder. Me too.
Me at volume
Me
of
too.
garlic. I legit had to be like, hon, I'm out of onions last night.
More onion.
More onion.
Afterward, SCP-5031 only engages with art and music when accompanied by D-Class 52125, but it continues to be preoccupied with food preparation even when alone.
This is January, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, this just could be a reoccurring theme whenever there's a date. I don't know my fucking dates.
It's been about 2 months since the last round of tests.
Yeah. January 4th, 2019. Round 8. Cooking. Forward. Basic kitchen utilities installed in enclosure. Live subject D52125, aka Robert, instructed to demonstrate preparation of various recipes, such as quesadilla, tacos, hamburgers, fried rice, Mongolian beef, spicy chicken curry, chocolate chip cookies, sponge cake with buttercream, fudge, clam chowder, steak, macarons, chicken adobo, smoked salmon, and profiteroles. I've never heard the word profiteroles.
Profiteroles?
What's a profiterole?
I have no idea. Time to
Profiterole.
look it up. What the heck is this?
Oh, it's French.
Oh.
They're little
Show
cream puffs with chocolate on them.
Oh, they're cute.
Yeah, this is just a cream puff, though.
Yeah, it's just a chocolate cream. I gotta pull up a picture for chat.
Please do. These are delightful looking.
These
I
are
love
cute.
them.
I want one.
It's pronounced profiteroles. Well, I don't respect the French language, so.
That doesn't really do it. Open image in new tab. There we go. There, well, I mean, that kind of works. The way I have the screen set up, it's not very friendly to this right now. There we go. All right, that kind of works.
It's so cute, isn't it?
They're cute. I like those. I want one.
Me too. I will call them profiteroles until the French people scream, and then I will giggle.
Sacre bleu.
Listen, it's not my fault that the French people decided that they need to have an institution that decides what is and isn't French.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's called l'Institut de la Fun. Sorry, not that's Spanish. Fucking Institute of French.
I am amused by this.
It is in Paris. It is a institution that is built to decide what is and isn't French or counts as French as a language to keep the language pure.
Real quick, hon. We have an ad break in like 30 seconds. So we'll hold off on reading any more of this until after the ad break is over, so you won't miss anything. Anyway, sorry.
Okay. That's okay. I understand. Yeah, so don't get me wrong, I love the French people. I visited France. Lovely place. This is entirely a Paris thing. The Institut de France is in Paris, if I remember correctly, and its whole thing is basically making sure that the language stays pure. a lot of French people, a lot of young French people, have a tendency to try and push the boundaries of French and introduce other languages to it. If I remember correctly, it is a recent trend in young French person culture to speak using Afrikaans with French. And it's less like Americans using AAVE when they shouldn't be. It's more like we are learning this other language and we're using it in tandem with our French because we do not like how the French language itself is so protected. It refuses to grow and change.
Oh.
And any word or language has to go through the Institut de France to decide whether or not it should be French or accepted by French language.
That's really interesting. I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah, it's really dumb. I don't respect it. I love the French language. It's a great language. The Institut de France sucks.
That is absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have language elitism, it sounds like.
They do. Also, I believe, this is probably my mistake, I believe what I'm talking about is called Institut Français and not Institut de France. I might be getting mistaken here, but it's, Yeah, no, I'm talking about Institut Français. It is a institution that is for promoting French francophone culture throughout the world and maintaining its purity as French. But its other job is
smart.
But its other job is also promoting culture and all. It's pretty cool in that regards until you get to the point where it's like, hey, why are you policing language?
You're really smart about that.
You're really smart. Yeah, I've known a few French people, but it's always the Parisians who are dickheads. They're kind of like Quebecians, except worse. Actually, no, I don't think you can get worse than Quebecois.
You thought Q was gonna bite straight? No.
She does that anyways.
I was just gonna get closer so I could look up at her in awe. That's all.
You're gonna have to look really high up, hon.
You're not that much taller than me.
I'm pretty tall.
I mean, you are, but you're not that much taller.
What do you mean SCP-5031 has a severe peanut allergy?
Wait, what?
Afterward.
We're at that part. Yeah, the ad breaks over.
Hi, welcome back from the ad, y'all. Let's get back to reading. Afterward, SCP-5031 has a severe peanut allergy. This should be included in revised containment procedures. I would also like to note that SCP-5031 is now a better chef than the average human and has begun to create its own recipes. D52125 has volunteered to taste test.
They're friends! They're friends! Robert and this SCP are buddies now. They're pals!
You believe in tall fox lady supremacy? Good.
Alright, June 30th, 2019. Update. SCP-5031 has said its first word. Salt. We are all immensely proud.
Typical things, honestly.
True. And, want me to read the next one too?
Yeah, go ahead. It's the final one, so go ahead.
November 29, 2019. Final test. Summary. SCP-5031 was given 2 months to develop a 3-course meal to serve at the Biosite 59 cafeteria for personnel working over Thanksgiving. Its selections were as follows. The first course was a sweet potato turmeric miso soup. That sounds really good.
It does.
The second course was a duck confit with apple cider glaze and cranberry compote topping, paired with butternut squash gnocchi on a bed of kale seasoned with truffle salt.
It's really funny hearing you say French words.
I say them wrong, don't I?
It's duck confit and cranberry compote.
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 Oh, understood.
You did get gnocchi right, though. It is indeed gnocchi. Oh, it's
It's
gnocchi?
gnocchi?
Is it gnocchi or is it gnocchi? I don't actually know. This one is a bit weird, given gnocchi is in French. Gnocchi is Italian.
Oh, we got a care package. Thank you, Sam, and welcome in.
Hello,
Sam. Welcome
Samuel.
in.
Hey, Stretch! Yeah, I love I love this guy.
5031's so good. I'm loving it.
He's
too.
so cute. He's a fun subversion. It's gnocchi. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. The third course was a slice of spiced cassava pie topped with French vanilla ice cream and a maple hazelnut syrup. SCP-5031 also debuted its original composition, Piano Sonata, for 6 hands in a live performance broadcast from its enclosure. Personnel response was overwhelmingly positive. SCP-5031 stress levels at 0%. Testing successfully concluded. Revised documentation submitted for approval. Ah, my goodness.
It's so lovely, isn't it?
This is a good one!
He literally just has really bad anxiety.
That is such a mood!
They put a feeling, thinking creature in a cage with nothing for a year, and they were wondering why it screamed constantly.
Yeah, I mean, no kidding.
And this one scientist was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna start running some tests, see what's going on, and quickly discovered that this guy was just kind of sad. It's
It
a
was
fully
crying.
sapient creature. It was crying for help.
I
And it's
love
so
them.
I am sending you the art that Halo has mentioned.
Alright, I'm gonna... Oh my gosh, the bottom left one is exactly how I imagined this.
Yeah! He's kind of cute, though.
It also kind of reminds me of, like, a Heartless in a way. Should
Yeah, I
pull
can
this
see
up
it.
on screen?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Let's see here. There's a lot. Let me go ahead and adjust the browser size. The bottom left one right there is it, and the bottom middle, and oh my gosh, yeah.
He kind of looks like a creature from Evolve.
Yeah. Oh
Do you
my
remember
gosh, I
Evolve?
remember Evolve.
That game still has a community.
It's not still around, is it? I thought
No,
they
it's still
closed it
around.
down.
The servers are still up.
Are they?
It
I
has
have
a
it.
small but dedicated community.
I own Evolve. It's in our Steam library.
Hell yeah. I love Evolve as a game. But I would feel bad playing as a human because the monsters are just really hot. I mean, huh? Sorry, who said that?
Yeah, that's so, babe. That's so.
Nothing.
So for this SCP, hon,
Yes.
I think it's time we come to a decision.
Would you smash?
Would you smash 5031? Me? Maybe.
I feel like in the specific context of a story, if he was capable of not disappearing, I would definitely go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
That's the only thing that was holding me back to the constant inability to view them with my own eyes would make things a little difficult.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah,
can have blindfold play.
blindfold play, you would be completely under their control at that point.
Yeah.
Would they be dominant?
No, he has
I
too
don't
much anxiety
feel,
for that.
Yeah, they're an anxious creature. I don't feel like
Yeah.
I don't
It
feel
would be
like-
subby.
They very much would be. And
Yeah.
if they had a dom, it would definitely need a gentle one.
Definitely. I like this one. I would smash, personally. This is my best friend.
Aww.
And you know what they say about best friends? Sometimes you just gotta fuck their brains out.
That is such a mood, you know. That is so true.
In a containment breach, I think you'd be safest locked in with a doctor. I don't think you would be safe with SCP-049.
No?
No, he's a plague doctor.
Oh, yeah, probably not. Probably not. Oh my goodness, that was really good.
That was really good.
Let me see here.
A few bounces on it never hurt a friendship. In fact, it used to make it
Exactly.
better. So, we read my pick. What would you like to read?
Now, I didn't like peer into any of these because I was trying to keep myself mostly unaware as my only experience really with SCP has been watching someone play that one game, the original one, made in the source
Oh, I
engine,
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
and then going over SCP with you about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So that's all I really know about these creatures. So let me go ahead and look through what you sent me.
I tried to give them all very succinct and brief descriptions so that you know what you're getting into, but it doesn't reveal anything about the SCP.
I think the first one you have listed in the pinned message that I pinned here from you a few days ago. I think the
Oh,
first one there, 507, I'm kind of curious about.
507 is a fan favorite.
Is it?
He is a huge fan favorite, and for good reason. He
Yeah.
is one of the older SCPs and also definitely a favorite.
Okay. All right. 507. How's that sound? We good with 507?
I'm good with 507. I mean, this one's a classic.
Want to swap after paragraphs then?
Yeah, this one is definitely heavy on paragraphs. We can actually swap between paragraphs.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. And again, Hero, thank you for providing the images that we were able to use on the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, 507 is having the worst time.
SCP 507. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP 507 is allowed free roam of the facility, obviously barring anything that would breach security or safety protocols. Anytime SCP 507 leaves its private quarters, it must be accompanied by an agent. Mostly, at this point, to make sure that it does not shift without the facility's knowledge. SCP 507 should not be physically touched. If there have been more than 2 weeks since its last shift, the risks inherent in disobeying this protocol make the action its own punishment, should the issue of disciplinary measures ever come up.
When SCP-507 undergoes a shift... Ooh, bleh. Sorry, I messed that up. When SCP-507 undergoes a shift, faculty will be informed to keep an eye out for its eventual reappearance. It also has a tracking device implanted into it and a daily signal check to verify whether or not SCP-507 has returned from its trip. If it reappears in or nearby this facility, SCP-507 will return to its quarters on its own. Otherwise, a retrievement team of 3 plainclothes agents may be sent to provide transportation back. Upon successful return, 507 can be the subject of various physical tests up until 2 weeks after each shift.
Huh. It is worth noting that SCP-507 is allowed a computer with an internet connection via proxy, which strictly limits what information can be uploaded and to where in its room, and may petition to use, meet with, act as a test subject for safe or Euclid SCPs that do not affect mental functions negatively or carry an infectious trait. This is a result of SCP-507's persistently clean record, and the implication that if SCP-507 was ever going to be a security leak, it would have used its faux teleportation powers to do so already. It is also worth considering that SCP-507 is actually below average in most physical traits, and that in even worst case scenarios, any SCP agent should be more than capable of carrying out a termination order.
I like this SCP just being a fucking white guy.
Just dude.
It's just a dude. Description: SCP-507 is a Caucasian male with blonde hair and green eyes, sporting no other outstanding characteristics besides being somewhat overweight and speaking with a vague accent of disputable origin. Although SCP-507 has already established name due to its unremarkable upbringing, it seems to find entertainment in forcing those it meets to give it a nickname in lieu of divulging this information. Thus, SCP-507 will now respond to the names Tommy, Steve, Bruto, Guy, Houdini, and Grobnak the Destroyer.
I love this guy already.
He's such a fucking shit. Hello, Ryu.
Hi, Ryu. Hi.
Can you take my white ass to Chili's? Wheel.
SCP-507 was originally recovered from the Redacted Asylum. When standard surveillance following repeated successful escape attempts brought its abilities to light, all records of this incident were confiscated, and SCP-507 was taken into custody under the pretense of moving it to a more secure facility.
The original theory was that SCP-507 possessed some form of teleportation ability, as it would suddenly disappear and eventually reappear in a different location. Subsequent interviews with the subject did verify that its abilities could be used in such a manner, but was merely a side effect for its main affliction. SCP-507 holds that during its periods of disappearance, it is actually displaced into a random alternate reality. The landscape generally stays the same, but the inhabitants and climate of a parallel world often do not. SCP-507 also insists that it has no control over the time and duration of these events. This has more or less been confirmed by the subject being known to displace at inconvenient times, such as mid-sentence, while sleeping, or even while using on-site public facilities. If SCP-507 moves about in the alternate world, the eventual shift back will then place it at the corresponding area in our reality. A sample list of SCP-507's descriptions of alternate realities can be found in Document 50700.
So he is literally just a dude that gets randomly teleported places.
Yeah.
And he's just like, come on!
Yeah, pretty much. The lack of seasoning.
Taking a shit, he has his newspaper, he's like, all right, let's see what's going on in, the containment facility today. All right, that one is looking pretty good, and I'm suddenly sitting on a rock in the middle of a forest. What the fuck?
Do you think that he takes the toilet with him?
That would be amazing if he did.
The lack of seasoning on SCP-507 is concerning. Listen.
We eating this guy?
No, we just got done with SCP-5031, who is all about that good seasoning.
True.
Now, my man here, he's a white boy probably from, I don't know, Ohio. He hasn't even heard of salt, dude.
Of course it would be from Ohio.
Probably from Ohio. We don't know. But he's a blonde-haired, green-eyed white dude. I'm just assuming Ohio. That's the most dubious origin place that you could list.
I mean,
it's
you're not wrong.
It's like the opposite of saying someone is from Maine. Of course you're from Maine. You sound and talk like you're from Maine. But Ohio? You just sound like an American, dude.
I love this.
I love you.
I love you too.
He's from Germany. I don't believe you.
Wait, for real? Does it say eventually?
Just because he's blonde-haired doesn't mean he's German.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Where were we? All right, right here. Mentally, SCP-507 shows no large deviations from the psychological profile for a normal person. It has confessed to have always had a great interest in the paranormal and mythological, which has directly led to its eventual permission to interact with relatively harmless SCPs. SCP-507 especially enjoys mating with other sentient SCPs, once going so far as to request a small vacation to visit SCP-082. The request was eventually granted after persistent pleading from SCP-507. And the meeting was thankfully uneventful. Which one's 082?
He's a big ape.
A big old monkey?
He's basically a big old monkey, yeah.
Oh, big monkey.
I cannot express it any better than that. He is just a very large fucking monkey. He is a very large fucking monkey, man. I am pretty sure he was originally just a guy, and he rapidly grew into a big old fleshy man.
Oh, I
He
see.
you know the potato heads
Yeah.
from Doctor Who?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he looks like that. He's Ferdinand the
Oh.
Cannibal, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Also, he's hungry.
Must
I
eat.
I I personally do not believe that SCP-507 is from Germany because while it has a lot of regional accents, I should know. I'm German. I'm Bavarian. Um, all Germans have a very specific way of speaking, and I feel like it would be in an SCP article generalized to that sort of thing, whereas American accents kind of all blend together to be very unremarkable. So, like, to me, a lot of foreign accents, even as a foreign person, are distinct. I can recognize a German accent, an Italian one, you know. But Midwest America kind of blends together into a melting pot because they try and not breed out, but like squash down accents to sound more generalized.
Do they? I had no idea.
I mean, I have first-hand experience. I spoke German and I had to go to speech ed classes to learn to speak like an American.
That's
And
right.
that
you did
included
tell
my
me that.
accent. Included my accent.
Rawr. I like
Yeah,
that.
I know. I'm glad you do. So this is a short paragraph, so I'm going to read the next paragraph and then the request and then hand it over to you.
Sounds good.
A sample list of SCP-507's supposed extra-dimensional travels, along with any demands made by it after returning. Subject arrived in complete darkness, leading it to assume that the current location was indoors or subterranean. After fumbling about for a possible way out, subject heard a sound akin to muted breathing nearby. Subject then decided to curl up in the nearest corner and wait it out instead of risking a blind encounter with an unknown creature. Request: a standard flashlight, which it now always carries on its person.
Holy shit, that would terrify me.
Yeah, Jem is right. Jem has it correctly.
Wow.
It is true.
Let's see here. Subject appeared in a replica of the facility, although apparently fallen into disuse. Further exploration led to the discovery of various corpses strewn about the area, all heavily decayed and covered in an odd type of mold. Upon noting that the corpses seemed to rhythmically expand and contract as if still breathing, subject attempted to leave the facility. This idea was quickly discarded when it opened an exit and found that the outside world was apparently coated with the same growth. Request: heavy doses of
Voriconazole.
and a fungal expert to help ascertain the nature of the mold. No exact match of the described mold was found, but it was noted to share many attributes with certain types of cordyceps fungi. Cordyceps.
Upon reappearing, subject was reported to mutter, "So many spiders." Subject refused to elaborate. Request: a handheld firearm of any type. Request was granted under the stipulation that said firearm is specifically built to only use rubber bullets.
Subject once again appeared in a pitch-black location with breathing nearby. Upon turning on its flashlight, subject was surprised by a man wearing a black business suit and sunglasses, with an impossibly wide smile. Said smiling man was apparently leaning in towards SCP-507 when it turned on the light, the end result being that their faces were almost touching. Smiling then remarked, "Back so soon," before subject switched the light off again, discharged all the rounds in its firearm at the general vicinity of the man, and once more curled up in the nearest corner until shifted back to our reality. Request: none. Holy shit.
This one is fun.
Holy shit. I'm assuming that smiling man is going to be somewhere else too.
No, it's
No?
all entirely related to SCP-507. There's a lot of stories. It's not, but it's only related to SCP-507 stories, in which there's a lot of lore regarding it. There's a lot of different short stories about SCP-507.
Mm.
I'm not going to get into those because they're really long and they're really good. Highly recommend them. I can grab a list of them from somewhere.
I kind of want to read one.
Would you like to read one after we do that? After we finish this, I mean?
Maybe, if they're not too long. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I have one for you. This is... I'll put it in your DMs.
Alright. Sounds good. Oh, and we got a care package.
Care package!
I don't know if I ever told you this, but I also was in some speech classes when I was younger. Because I would speak with Z's in a lot of my words.
That sounds really French.
Yeah. There's a bit of, that in my line, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I understand.
Maybe. I have no idea.
Oh, we could read 5073B instead of what I linked.
5073B?
I think that would... Yeah, there's a link to it on the page. In fact, it's right here. Those with level 2 security clearance may read a full list by accessing document 5073B. Those with a level 2 507 security clearance should also see interview 507G for evidence of a particularly noteworthy shift. Hand.
Yeah, I was just setting you up with a head pet.
Hey, did you know that I actually set this up in beforehand?
Oh wait, you did?
Yes, I can go bah.
So you got your own head pet. Oh, you did! Let's go! Yeah. Nice.
I remembered.
Yeah.
And now people can see me bounce.
That's so cute. I'm so glad you did that.
Yeah.
Alright, so I don't hate. Nice! Alright, sweet.
Hi, Spy.
A brief interim here. We have an ad break going on in about 2 minutes, and then we'll pause until the ad break is over and then get back to reading.
Yeah.
I believe it's you now, right?
I did just read 2 lines. Are you fine with me reading the next?
Yeah, go ahead.
Addendum 50700. Agent went missing on expunged at the same time as SCP-507. A full-scale search was launched to find either of them, only for SCP-507 to appear a week later. When questioned, it said that was holding on to its shoulder when it shifted, leading to both of them to appear in an alternate dimension where expunged. During the ensuing chaos, SCP-507 lost contact with and could not relocate him before it shifted back into standard reality. A new protocol has been placed in light of this. No one is to come in contact with SCP-507 after 2 weeks of following a displacement. Reevaluations of previous incidents have shown that there always have been at least 2 weeks between each, so this time frame will be the only safe time to touch SCP-507 until further notice.
Addendum 5071. I don't care how much he grumbles about it. SCP-507 is not to be cleared for challenging SCP-076-2 to 50 rounds of tic-tac-toe. Just no. By Dr. Redacted.
As you do.
And Addendum 507-02. Fungus encountered by SCP-507 seems similar to the resulting from experimentation with SCP-407.
407 is...
Yeah?
It's a
song.
407 is weird. It's a song, and it creates fungus.
A fungal song.
Yeah, it's weird. Hello, Lucia.
Hi, Lucia.
So we do have an ad break coming up in 5 seconds.
We do. See y'all in a
Do you
minute.
mind? Yeah. Do you mind if I went to the restroom real quick?
No, feel free. Feel free. I can't see shit anyway, but yeah, feel free.
True.
Oh, there
I'll
we
be
go. I
right
can
back.
see now. Be left
Hold on,
front.
let me just.
She goes.
Did I actually walk off screen?
She did. She walked
Wow.
off screen.
Okay, I'm gone.
She'll be back, I think. Hi there, everybody. Hi. How y'all doing? I hope you're having fun. I hope you're all enjoying the SCP reading, because I know for a fact that Saritz and I are having a great time with this. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom, badger, 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 badger. This is a great time. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad you're really enjoying it. I have hand beans. I do spy. On my fox dragon form here, I got beans. And thanks for the head pat, Lucia. Thank you. How y'all doing? You like listening to us yapping in your ears? Do you? Do you really, Trash? You have a question. But have I ever played the game Who Lives? I don't think so. I don't believe so. The key deserves the head pats. I do. I love head pats. I really love head pats a lot. Oh, hi!
Hi.
Hi! Look at her. Look at the fox.
Hi.
It's a fox. She's right here.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome
Hi.
back.
Mwah. You're so cute. I'm still a bit sideways. Hold on.
Oh, you
Can I
rotate.
step inside?
Rotate.
There we go. Fixed.
What does the fox say? She says a lot of stuff. She's very knowledgeable, has many words.
I say that if you sing that song towards me in any general direction, I'm going to find you.
I take it you get that a lot.
I hate that song. I don't get that a lot. I just don't like the song.
That is so fair. Oh, you gotta redeem.
Kanya, 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 Kanya. Yeah.
Foxa says all kinds of educating things. She does. She's very smart. And she's very knowledgeable. This is what you live for. Hi. He needs a nuzzle redeem. A redeem for me to just go over and just...
I feel like she does it
I need
enough.
any excuse I can possibly get to nuzzle my wife. It's true.
She's so cute.
Ear wiggles? Alright. Hi. Hi. There you go. Ear wiggles, Saritza. Oh, Saritza ear wiggles. Your ears do the wigglings. Oh, they do the wiggles. Look at them. Ah.
This takes a lot of eyebrow control.
Right?
It's really hard. So it's a voice. Books! I've read up on the subject. It's true. Sometimes I feel like I'm just try-sci. Sci-try.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
From the MLP stuff.
Yeah, from the live action MLP.
There.
You want to pet the fox, so it's okay. That's an automatic success.
Ah! I'm okay.
I like that someone will to pet me and then you immediately get bapped immediately after.
I got so many blahai thrown at me. I was not ready for it.
That's...
They were everywhere. There were so many of them.
You're so cute.
There were so many blahai. Ah, why would you do this, hon? Why would you do this? I I know.
Now you have 2 foxes on screen.
Con, yeah. All right. What are we doing now? Oh, this is the song one here. I didn't even pull up the next one yet.
There is more stuff from SCP-407 if you would like to read about SCP-507-3B, the list of them transporting between, universes and shit.
Oh, I'm very much intrigued by that.
Yeah, I can send you the link.
Okay.
Here you go.
All right. Let's do that.
Afterwards, we're going to do issue. Hiccup.
A hiccup. Which one's... Oh, this one. Okay. Alrighty. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Adjust my position on the screen a little bit. There we go.
Oh.
Nice. Pet the dragon deity. I'm a deity? I'm not a deity.
You could be.
That's too much responsibility. Listen, I'm royalty already, and that's already too much responsibility.
True.
I don't want to be a deity or anything more than a princess.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
You're not even a princess.
I am.
You're not. You don't have a kingdom.
I did.
Yeah, but not anymore.
I don't know that. There could still be some remaining, maybe. I say hopefully. I don't know.
Yeah, cutie.
I haven't gone back yet.
Cutie.
Rawr.
Ah.
Dragons are deities, not in my world.
Wow.
Not in my world. Not in the Ebon Plane.
You miss polytheistic deities. Zeus was always a commentary on how absolute power corrupts absolutely. He wasn't meant to be worshipped in the traditional sense. Very true, but he still had to. Because he's a dick. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the universal designation stuff. The main article made it fairly clear.
This, skip that, and then go down here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Documentation 5073B. Forward. Below is an archive of all documented shifts undergone by SCP-507. Wait. Oh, wait, I guess we're not finished with 507, technically, huh? Alright, well, we'll talk about it at the end of this one. Each of these entries is presented with their contents in the following order. Retrieval, descriptions, then requests. For ease of reference, an inexhaustive list of equipment currently provisioned to SCP-507 by chronological order. A tracking collar. A holstered handgun that fires rubber bullets. Huh?
Oh, well.
Oh, whoa.
He's wearing a collar.
He probably enjoys it. Knife with sheath and belt. Body mountable digital video camera, a tank of air, a high intensity flashlight, 2 weeks of rations, water filtration kit, thermos, and vegetarian MREs, a waterproofed set of binoculars, a keychain sized Rubik's Cube, and heat resistant clothing.
1B755E728, retrieval uneventful. Description: subject arrived in a desert environment and wandered around for roughly an hour before encountering another human. Said human was wearing a tanned leather overcoat and was described as completely unshaven. The man was bewildered to have encountered the subject and demanded that the subject follow him to lead it back to food and shelter. The subject originally began to follow the man, but intentionally lost contact with him upon noticing that his leather coat featured no seams or stitching. Requests: none.
Oh.
Yeah. You could just have a bodysuit.
Body? Yeah, that is one way to describe a bodysuit. Absolutely.
Well, it's more of a coat, but...
A body coat.
Yeah. not the kind of coat you want.
No. 9E266V7HG. Retrieval, uneventful. Description. Subject arrived in a forest habitat with no signs of previous or current industrialization. No further anomalies were perceptible until the subject grew hungry, at which point it discovered that harvesting or eating the plant life would cause them to emit telepathic screams. Subject abstained from eating for the first day as a result, but became hungry enough on the second day onward to consume the flora in spite of the screams. Testing has shown no biological changes in the subject from this, but subject repeatedly affirms that it felt horrible for doing this. Requests. None specifically, but subject adopted a gelatin and pudding-based diet for 2.5 weeks after returning from the shift.
Fucking real, dude.
The plants are screaming at me when I eat them. I don't want to eat them no more.
Me when I have to eat Madrigals. Hello, MB.
Hi, NB.
J75R63 3TF. Retrieval, uneventful. Description, subject arrived in a dimension of flipped genders. No noticeable differences besides this were discovered, although subject found issue with the fact that its female counterpart looks pretty much the same as the standard version. Requests, none.
Kind of banana over on the YouTube's like, help, my broccoli is yelling. I can't help you. Either eat it or let it go.
I already cut you in half. Just let me put you in my mouth.
Yum, yum. With plenty of butter and salt. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And maybe a bit of cheese.
A bit of cheese. Oh my gosh, I love cheese on broccoli.
Same. It's so good.
So good.
Making healthy food to be unhealthy as fuck. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's see here. 0000000. Invalid. Retrieval via tracking device. Plainclothes agent found subject sitting in an alleyway at redacted. Description. Subject was largely unresponsive upon retrieval and remained so until the standard questioning phase. When asked where it went this shift, subject answered, nowhere. I think I missed it this time. Subject experienced minor motor skill impairment and decreased activity levels for roughly a month after the shift. Requests a wristwatch which makes an audible tick as the second hand moves. Approved.
I like how that's his request when he thinks he missed the shift.
Something happened that completely wiped his recollection and also really messed with him during the shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Yanni. Broccoli of lemon juice, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does. Yarny, hey babe, hi.
Hi. J7Q53Y8ST. Retrieval. Subject was found in its quarters, sprawled on the floor, attempting to chew through the sleeves of a straitjacket it was wearing. The jacket leg restraints and velocimotor skills still present from the last shift led to the subject being unable to stand up or open the door to find assistance. Description. Subject shifted while sleeping and woke restrained and lying in a hospital-grade bed. Nurse informed the subject that was still a patient at the asylum and was currently suffering from advanced stages of dementia. Subject was then sedated and then spent the rest of his shift alternating between semi-consciousness and total unconsciousness. Requests? None.
Oh my god. That is terrifying.
This next one is really funny.
Huh?
This next one is really funny, at least.
98266B7HG-2. Retrieval uneventful. Description. Subject once again arrived in the forest habitat. from 92663V7HG. The Flora seemed to have remembered subject's last visit, though, and they reacted by screaming for its entire 4-day shift. Requests. A hug. Approved. Oh, poor guy.
This one is entirely expunged, if you don't mind me taking the next one afterward, if that's okay.
Oh, go ahead.
6K321B iOS. Data expunged under direct order VO5 console. Level 5 clearance required. This basically means that he came into a doomsday apocalypse, which could very well happen in our universe.
Oh. Ah!
That's my... oh, you got bye.
Bye!
That's my personal reading of it, at least. It could be anything, but it's enough that the O5 Council needed to delete it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the O5 Council is?
I no idea.
The O5 Council are the people who lead the SCP Foundation. It's a group of 10 people.
Okay.
So when something is expunged by them, something's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Light is not one, and the O5 Council basically changes based off of the story or canonicity. But we do have a general idea of the people who work with it, yeah. And it's usually 5 to 13 people.
Oh. Kana over on the YouTube says, yeah, I think the K means it's an XK end of the world scenario.
Yes. Which, terrifying in context.
Oh, that's a bit scary.
Yeah, Dr. Light is a force of nature.
Wait, is Dr. Light in SCP stuff?
Dr.
I
Light
thought that was
is
a Mega
originally
Man
from
thing.
SCP. Well, there's also a guy in DC called Dr. Light, apparently, so...
In DC too? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in
is it the
DC,
same
yeah.
doctor?
Possibly.
Dr. Light in DC Comics, in Mega Man, and SCP. They're all
Dr.
connected.
Light... Dr. Light is, she's one of the more normal doctors that's,
Yeah.
But, Dr. Light... apparently, canonically a woman now.
Oh.
Wasn't Dr. Light the person who... No, that's someone else, but Dr. Light's fairly normal. I think MB's talking about Dr. Bright, who is an eccentric man who took a... Dr. Bright himself is a doctor who took possession of an SCP that sealed his soul inside of an amulet.
Oh.
And putting that amulet on other people shifts his soul into their body and leaves a dead corpse behind, basically.
Oh.
Dr. Light is just a completely normal person.
Okay. Huh.
And also a cool lady.
I see. Yeah, right on.
Yeah. The doctor formerly known as Dr. Bright. So true. Anyways, back to SCP Reading.
Yeah.
BN2 AL6 CTE. Retrieval. Uneventful. Description. Subject arrived in a derelict metropolitan area. Subject was unable to locate any other humans, but noted an overabundance of cats in every area it visited. Said felines were no different from normal house cats, though, and subject spent most of his shift petting any who came near. During the standard examination procedures after retrieval, trace amounts of toxoplasmic gondii variant were discovered on the subject's clothing, as well as larger amounts on its shoes. Further testing showed that the subject had not yet been infected with the toxoplasmosis variant, but most likely attributed to a short time frame of his shift, not allowing the subject to grow hungry or seek out food. All clothing and belongings that were on the subject's person during this shift were incinerated, and the subject forced to undergo special decontamination procedures in order to prevent any possibility of contagion. Requests: a pair of rubber gloves, denied on the basis that hand protection would not have protected the subject from infection in any way. This is a universe. Yeah, there's a universe where all of humanity wiped out by, toxoplasmosis from an overabundance of cats.
That's the thing cats can do?
Yes, cats specifically, I believe, carry a variant of toxoplasmosis called Toxoplasmosis gondii.
Huh.
And it is very easily spread between cats because they're kind of immune to it. They don't care about it.
Oh.
But humans, when they are infected with gondii toxoplasmosis, stop experiencing the need for food and then fucking die.
Oh. I see.
It is
I see.
heavily spread by cats, which is why you should always wear gloves after washing, after cleaning out your bit of life advice. Wear gloves when disposable gloves when you clean out your litter box, and wash your hands immediately after disposing of the gloves. It is very easy to contract Toxoplasmosis gondii from cats, and if you're pregnant, someone else needs to be taking care of a cat.
I did not know that was a thing.
Yes, because cats can easily spread toxoplasmosis to a pregnant person whose immune system is already compromised by taking care of another being inside of them, and then that human being inside of them contracts toxoplasmosis and dies before they could even be born.
Hey, hun.
Yes.
Starseer said the stream seems very gay.
It is very gay.
Yeah.
Mwah. Cutie. Yeah, cats are genuinely almost as deadly as humans. It's why cats need to be. It's why cats need to stay inside. You cannot have an outdoor cat.
I'm being de-dragoned again. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Rawr. That's really interesting stuff, though. Thank you for sharing that, babe.
Yeah, it's not very likely that you will be affected by it, but it can affect your need for food. It can affect your body. It can apparently it can give you schizophrenia.
Oh, okay. Huh.
It causes alterations in the human brain, basically.
Oh my goodness, I did not know any of that stuff.
Yeah, it's very deadly, but only specifically for people with weakened immunity. So please be careful with cats. Make sure you take care of yourself and wash hands after, taking care of your litter box. If you clean out a litter box and you don't wash your hands after and you eat food, you are disgusting.
Ugh. Kana over on the YouTube says, it's kind of like cat herpes, but super dangerous for pregnant people too. And then says
Yes.
that we're cute.
It's true, we are.
We are.
Yeah, it's like cat herpes, except deadly.
All right, on to 125-28P-OS4-3. Retrieval. Via tracking device, subject was attempting to return on its own, but was making less progress than usual due to the discomfort of doing so. Description. Subject once again arrived in a pitch-black area with muted breathing nearby. Subject decided to seek an exit this time via blind wandering. Subject eventually found itself at the mouth of a corridor with what appeared to be a light source at the end. Subject began to run towards the light upon noticing this. As it grew closer, the light suddenly grew in intensity, and the subject was exposed to searing pain. Subject passed out at this point, and only awoke after it had shifted back. Examination upon retrieval revealed that the subject's epidermis had been cleanly stripped down to the stratum granulosum in all areas open to sunlight, and down to the stratum lucidum in all areas covered by clothing. Oh.
So the stratum granulosum is the it's a few layers below your skin.
Yeah, that's like a really that's like a super sunburn almost.
This guy, I don't know what world he hopped into. But I know it's not the sun hates you. Because that does something very different. It turns you into goo.
Oh damn.
But this is a SCP where the sun has become so bright that it sears anything on the surface.
Yeah.
It's kind of like pitch black, except the day is deadly instead of a night.
Is this the described world where the smiling man was?
No.
This is a different one then.
Yeah, this is the one with the muted breathing in it.
Oh, I thought
And
the smiling man was in the muted breathing one.
Might have been.
Requests none, but subject reappeared wearing a pair of large, heavily tinted sunglasses. Subject did not notice that was wearing these until they were pointed out, and supposed that they were probably why its eyes did not undergo the same process as its skin.
Thank you for the sunglasses.
Thank you for the sunglasses.
7F2WA3193. It's implicated that the smiling man is who was breathing the first time he shifted to the dark world, and since he asked back so soon when he comes back with a flashlight. Oh, that would make sense, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Retrieval. Uneventful.
Give him the sunglasses. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sunglasses. Yeah, the man in black is, he gave him sunglasses. He can't be that bad.
He can't be that bad. Just has a really weird, creepy smile.
As you do.
As you do.
Description. Subject arrived in an urban area with no major changes as far as it could tell. Subject used the public computer of the library to search for differences between this dimension and ours, eventually finding that Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by his vice president in order to claim his position. This ultimately led to the presidency becoming a tribal leader-like position where the current holder is legally allowed to be challenged and overthrown by suitable candidates. Subject noted with great surprise that this change did not do much to alter most major presidents taking office.
Oh.
Many minor and all detrimental presidencies tended to end it via bullet wounds, often in unlikely locales or from improbable angles, which deterred most from attempting coups at all. Requests, none.
Huh.
Nothing changed!
Very interesting. That's amazing.
Holy
That is so good.
I'm gonna die! Oh, fuck. I like how it changes nothing.
Yeah. Zero change at all.
Oh, fuck.
That's... These other worlds, these other locations where this guy has gone have just been amazing to read through so far.
It is delightful to see what kind of creativity this creator has, honestly.
Right? For real. WS6-ECU-83D. Retrieval uneventful. Description. Subject arrived at the mouth of a cave with intense heat. Subject walked outside the cave for a further investigation to find the area around it was a wasteland. Most of the heat appeared to emanate from two suns in the sky. The subject could not discern whether they were extremely large or extremely close to the planet. Upon further examination, the suns blinked and turned away, and the heat subsided. Subject spent the rest of the shift within the cave. The suns blinked. And
Yeah,
then
you know
turned
what?
Away.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. I'm going back in the cave. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
My man is a white guy who survived the whole movie.
Walk out. Oh, hi, suns. Why did they blink and look away from me?
No. Sons. That's an epic Bionicles reference, so you will not elaborate. Could you elaborate, because we have an ad break coming up in it?
Yeah, please elaborate. In 1 minute, we got an ad break.
Yeah, so we can't read the next one, because this next one is actually kind of a bit long, you know? There's a Plato's Cave allegory joke here somewhere. I would rather be in the cave than be outside with two blinking suns.
Yeah.
There's a time in Bionicles where there are two suns and they blink.
That really, I'm very much intrigued by this.
Okay, yeah, that is just quite literally, you know, a Bionicles reference.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay.
We've been dumb and the eyes. I don't think the eyes are cats, but okay.
Hey, eyes. Come get your food. It's me. I'm the
Food.
food.
Yum.
Yum.
Sun's blinking was in this case robot god going into a coma. What? Hello? Robot god?
Oh my god.
What is this, Transformers?
Robot. So a huge robot god going into a coma, just blink. I'm going to sleep now.
Oh, boy. God in this world is a literal. God, imagine if a godhead was real and fucking hated your pussy.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's basically what The Elder Scrolls is about, actually. God is real, and he hates your pussy. Hello, Fia.
Hi, Fia. We were making
Catching-
cat calling noises, and of course, the goblin cat girl herself showed up.
Naturally spawned in.
Naturally.
I can't tell, is Fia cat girl or puppy girl?
She kind of flip flops, I think, you know.
Fia's a maned wolf.
Yeah? What's the main wolf?
A maned wolf is a wolf on stilts, and they kind of act like cats.
Yeah.
Also, they smell like weed. I will not elaborate why they smell like weed.
I'd get high with one.
I will send you a picture of one, because they're actually really pretty.
Yeah.
You would switch, but only between a cat and a dog. Real. Look at this dog.
Oh. I kind of like it.
Yeah, a maned wolf is literally just a tall fox,
I'll pull it
honestly.
up on screen for everybody. Oh, that's a little bit too big. That's too big. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit better.
They have a diet consisting of like berries or something that makes them smell like weed.
Oh. Huh. I want to get high with that.
Yeah, me too, actually. How did you find a picture of IRL me? Well, it was pretty easy. I just typed in Goblin Fia and it popped up in my Google results.
I'm saving this image. Don't ask why. I have things I can do with it later. Anyway.
Oh my god. Do you mind if I went to the restroom? I have drank half a gallon of water. Currently dying.
Please do. We got an ad break we're in right now. Please.
Okay, I will return shortly.
Sounds good. Where were we? There we were. Hi, everybody. Hi. I hope you're all enjoying the SCP reading, because it's been a lot of fun for me, and I've been having a great time with Sarita. Here's a nice reminder, everybody. If you're not already following the amazing Sarita Feywitch, please go ahead and do so. You can find her at that link right there in the chat. She's right there. You should go and follow her. She's super sweet. She's incredibly knowledgeable about many, many things, and it's always wonderful to listen to her info dump and tell all the knowledgeable stuff that she, has in her noggin. And yeah, I definitely should go follow her. How many more smashes than passes? We've only technically finished going through one SCP. This is the second one right here. We definitely agreed to smash 5031 though. And welcome back.
Hi, so question.
Yeah.
Would you fuck this slightly overweight, middle American white guy?
I'm gonna be honest. 507's just a dude.
He is just a dude, but my thing is that he would have a really fun story to tell, and it would kind of set the mood, or would ruin.
Like, alright, I'm gonna be real, alright? This guy here, 507, he's a guy that I would go out to drinks with and listen to him just ramble about the shit he's gone through.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
not
fuck
a smash,
him, but I would hang out with him.
I want to talk to him, yeah.
Yeah,
he
I
would be
absolutely
fun.
want to talk with him.
Yeah, absolutely. He would be a homie.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
5031, he's that guy who takes you to his house and he's got like a really fancy kitchen and he makes you the best food ever, and then he spends like an hour straight giving you the best head in your life.
Yeah, and then winds down the night by playing you music that they've composed.
He could wrap you up in his tail. Yeah.
Yes.
I understand.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
The SCP Foundation, like, what's these fucking VTubers wanting to fuck our monsters?
Come on.
Need a trash hole
Right?
gets it. Trash hole understands.
Oh my goodness. So I was kind of briefly scrolling, and there's a ton here. And as much as I would love to continue going down these because they are incredibly interesting to me, this would take the remainder of stream. Did you just now look down?
Yeah, I forgot how much there is. Should we move on to something else?
Let's move on to another one. If we get through the rest of them, somehow we can come back over to this because I am very interested, or I'll just read the rest of these on my own time. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on over to Eshu.
Efu.
Eshu.
Efu. Eshu.
Is it Efu?
Eshu. It's Eshu.
Eshu.
I forgot. Hello, magical bard.
Hi, Bard.
How you doing?
Doing good. How are you? Wait, you were asking Bard, not me.
Yeah, Twerps was filtered.
Why was Twerp filtered?
Yeah, it's so weird.
That's really strange. Barb?
Bob!
Oh, magical Barb!
Oh, Bob.
Barb.
Barb.
Barb. Go follow Magical Bard, everyone. Also, go follow Goblin Fia. I didn't say that yet. Go follow both of them. They're both fantastic streamers.
Do it. Just playing World of Warcraft. Don't say that. She'll get interested and want to play it again.
I want to play WoW.
Oh dear God.
So when were we playing WoW again? Oh, right, after we get tired of Monster Inner Wilds.
Yes, that is the agreement.
That's the agreement. That's what I agreed on.
It's gonna take a lot longer for me to get done with Wilds, I will admit.
We're probably gonna hop in it around, I'm assuming, May? Because we want to do some stuff pre-expansion in August.
Yeah.
And we definitely are going to need a little bit of time to do some of those things. I think we have a couple months between Wild's release and WoW at next.
We do. I mean, Wilds is releasing on the 28th.
Yeah, so, like, soon.
Yeah, which is 8 days after my anniversary.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know what I'm going to be doing on my anniversary, hon. I legit do not know. I've
you
been trying
haven't
to figure
planned
it out.
anything?
I haven't. I don't know what to do.
Do we want to talk about it together after stream or something?
We could.
On Sunday, maybe.
I'll be
help you
honest with you. I'm probably just gonna be chilling.
Fair.
maybe like I don't know.
Fia wants to make a guild. Oh my god! You know how many people are like, "Hey, Key, if you play WoW, I'm gonna get into it." We have like enough people for a raid group just out of people that have told me they want to play with us.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Which would be kind of cool. Let's be honest.
That'd be kind of cool. You know, maybe I could just stream Dwarf Fortress.
You could.
Play on EU. We are American
But
up in this bitch.
We're on over here in the NA. We can't
we're
be
over here in
playing on
America.
over there with the fancy folks.
With the European Unions. We can't
fancy
be
folk
playing
with
that
the
shit.
tea and the hats,
Yep.
and the monocles.
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm becoming main. I mean to stop. Yep.
America.
I can't do like America accent without going like, okay, I gotta become Maine because it's really funny that to Stephen King, every American is from Maine.
That's so fair.
Europeans? What are they peeing? Well, probably in the Thames River.
Oh my goodness.
The River Thames. Oh, so that's why it's like that.
Oh
God, imagine if the dam that protected imagine if the dam that protected England, like London, from flooding because of the ocean failed, and everything from the River Thames flooded out into the ocean, and it destroyed the local ecology.
Oh no, that would be terrible.
Yeah. Love how the German was the one who said we're American up in this. Yeah, it's the joke. That's the joke, Stasia.
I love this fox.
Yeah, I am German, but unfortunately I grew up in America. Yeah, unfortunately. You have a whole of a Maine, and we love you, Anna.
Absolutely. Your condolences. I know a lot of cool people over on the NA.
Yeah, like, America's There's a lot of cool people here, but like,
Yeah, we
save
have better
us.
internet connection to the NA ones than the EU ones. That's
Yeah.
really all it comes down to, honestly.
Save us.
Save us. All right,
The
so
Danish need to buy California right now.
let's move on to the next one here.
SCP Taboo.
Taboo.
This one does not have a letter assigned
not
to it.
doing
It is. This is issue. Look at the link.
Oh. Oh my god.
This is Taboo. SCP Taboo, or otherwise known as Redacted per Protocol 4000 issue. Warning: the following anomaly is affected by communication. Do not refer to it in speech or writing unless trained. Item: Restricted per Protocol 4000 issue. Object class: Kita. Go ahead.
Special containment procedures. The extra-dimensional location described below, as well as the entities and landmarks contained therein, are nomenclative hazards. Issued class. And therefore may not be referred to by any name, title, or designation. Only descriptions may be used when referring to the forest outside normative space and native entities thereof. Variations must be made in these descriptions each time a subject is described. Descriptions may be color-coded for clarity, and florid language may be used for the sake of nomenclative diversity.
Finally! Purple Pose! The SCP! It's literally what it is. In the event of a nomenclative containment breach, standard issue class recontainment protocol must be carried out immediately by the individual responsible for the breach. If the individual is rendered unable to perform the procedure, responsibility falls on the individual's next of kin.
If the individual responsible for the breach has no known next of kin, the individual's name must be expurgated from all existing documents and records. Any other individuals possessing the same name are to be administered type G viral amnestics and assigned a new one.
In accordance with Order 05-4000 F26, at least one successful expedition into the strange and dangerous woodland area must be carried out per year to assess any deviations from baseline abnormality. Due to the high risk involved in entering the place where the nameless are found, personnel sent in to conduct research must be trained in standard exploration protocol as detailed in 4000 SEP.
Unauthorized documentation of the forest found in chimneys must be suppressed via standard information containment protocol. Unauthorized individuals with knowledge of procedure 4000-Holloway are to be administered amnestics and may be released following a period of disquisitional, there we go, rehabilitation. Oh my god, why did I struggle with that?
Hi, Hazzy.
Hi, Hazzy.
Only badasses with machetes get to explore the forest of dangerous twigs. It's true, it's true. Description. The SCP in question is an extra-dimensional forested area with numerous anomalous qualities, including a hazardous nomenclative phenomenon. This anomalous location is accessed by performing 4000 Holloway. We document 4000H. After completing the procedure, subjects emerge from the opening of a dilapidated brick well fixated into the forest floor.
The only way to reliably traverse the unusual terrain is by use of a single dirt path. Explorations that diverge from said route have resulted in immediate loss of contact with participating subjects. The sole safe road may only be traversed in a single direction, and any attempt by subjects to turn back and return the way they came will result in similar loss of contact.
The unnamed world does not adhere to the constraints of linear space. Cartographic endeavors have resulted in vastly different routes being recorded with each expedition, and sections of a mandatory trail which should logically overlap or intersect do not. The only consistency in the layout is the access point, which always is located at both ends of the main road.
The only way for a subject to safely exit the woods which have no name after they have begun following it is by walking its entire length and returning to the place where they began at the opposite end.
A variety of anomalous entities native to the nameless habitat have been documented. Native entities often undergo changes in physical structure when unobserved, which has made it difficult for researchers to determine which recorded entities are unique beings, and which are newer iterations of those previously documented. Entities claim they have no control over these changes, frequently express dissatisfaction when they occur.
Native entities often obstruct the trail which subjects tread, making it necessary for subjects to interact with them to progress. Native entities are sapient and often highly temperamental, but can be interacted with safely as long as 4000-SCP precautions are followed. Consequences for disregarding these precautions will vary depending on the personality of the offended entity. Degrees of retribution encountered by research subjects have included verbal rebuke, acts of violence, and anomalous alteration of the subject's physical, conceptual, or nomenclative attributes.
Various anomalous phenomena may occur when consistent nomenclature is applied to the realm of the unnameable, its native entities, or its landmarks. These phenomena are still poorly understood, partially due to the prohibition of nomenclative experimentation under Order 05-4000-F26.
Documented nomenclative phenomena have included episodic cluster headaches among subjects exposed to effective nomenclature, visual and auditory hallucinations among exposed subjects, usually involving environments or entities described by nomenclature, gustatory hallucinations, and phantosmia have also been reported in a small subset of cases. Sudden onset of psychogenetic amnesia among exposed subjects. The development of non-human physical characteristics among exposed subjects, such as feathers and pollen sacs.
Oh, wow.
Just suddenly growing feathers and pollen sacs?
I'd be down for feathers.
Feathers are nice.
Yeah, they are.
The development of biological components in non-biological mediums where nomenclature is written or recorded. Sudden involuntary transport of exposed subjects to the wilderness of unnamed things without the use of Procedure 4000-Holloway. Manifestation of various flora within indoor spaces where nomenclature was used. Sudden transport of native entities to areas where nomenclature was used. Biological fusion of exposed subjects and native entities. Biological fusion of native entities and architectural spaces where nomenclature was used. Extreme iron deficiency in exposed subjects with an absence of expected negative side effects.
Order 05-4000-F26 was ratified by the Overseer Council in 1954. 1970 amendment requires that 05-4000-F26 receive ununanimous endorsement from the Council every 10 years in order to remain in effect. To date, no Overseer's memos regarding 05-4000-F26 have been disseminated to lower clearance levels.
Canna Banana over in the YouTube says, the Fae are about.
Surprisingly, this isn't the Fae.
No?
No.
Oh.
somehow this is not related to the Fae, which is a completely separate thing in SCP lore. But you can consider Taboo to be related to the Fae in terms of how it's written and it. Would you
Thanks
like
for the
to
care package.
care package? Would you like to read notable containment breaches?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Notable CB. Access granted. Addendum. The following are examples of anomalous phenomena observed during nomenclative breaches. Breach date: June 9th, 1954. Named subject: the glade of which we seldom speak. Summary: initial discovery and subsequent breach took place in an abandoned home in rural Connecticut. Circumstances of the discovery are unclear due to a lack of surviving personnel, but a general timeline of events has been established. Timestamps are in standard NATO format.
Would you like me to start up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 1340S. The Hollow of Unspoken Titles is discovered and given a temporary Type E designation by Field Agent Garrett Bradley, creating nomenclative breach. 1345. Field Agent Moira Denoti enters the land beyond the Flue and is never recovered. 1347. And Agent Bradley begins to gradually sink into the hardwood floor. Nearby agents flee the area. Go ahead.
Damn. 1348 asks, soon after exiting the house, all agents are suddenly rendered immobile, with the exception of Timothy Woods, who was not aware of the Type E designation. 1349, immobilized agents vocalize distress as their torsos elongate. 1351. Elongation ceases after agents have reached a height approximating that of the chimney where procedure 4000-Holloway was performed. Smoke expels from their facial orifices. Timothy Woods reports these developments via radio to Site-08. Secondary breach is caused when Timothy Woods repeatedly uses the phrase, "the redacted," to describe the world where words have power.
1355. Timothy Wood states that he sees his name on the trees. Site-08 personnel press Timothy Woods for more information. Timothy Woods attempts to orally consume his radio and soon expires from internal injury. Timothy Woods' correspondents on Site-08 are observed suffering from severe headaches and are placed under quarantine. 1424. Ostial protrusions resembling tree branches emerge from the orbital cavities of quarantined Site-08 personnel. Personnel report no physical discomfort despite exhibiting full globe luxation in both sockets. I believe that means they have tree branches coming out of their eyes. Afterward, nomenclative anomaly eventually discovered after numerous cycles of multivariable D-class exposure to affected Site-08 personnel.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and sorry, and say we're probably gonna pass on this one.
I mean, it's kind of hard to fuck an entire woods. Wait, okay, that may be adjustable depending on who we're talking about, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to pass on this one.
Yeah. Listen.
The other bone orchard is definitely fuckable, though. I did put another one in the list.
All right,
There's
I
two
can't
of
wait
them.
till we get to that one. Trash hole
Ice, it's a challenge. Imagine trying to fuck this SCP, but you can't say its name. So you have to use different descriptions every time you say it.
Wow.
I do want you to note that this took place in security breach was 1954, which probably means they figured out that they needed that ratification to protect people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Breach date, December 22nd, 1955. Named subject, the footpath which loops around the entire area. Summary. Desk completed the first successful exploratory mission in the grove beneath nameless stars, and was immediately quarantined. After exhibiting no anomalous effects for 72 hours, Desk was then allowed to write an account of his experiences. When researchers returned to check on his progress, Desk had vanished. Traces of soil and human tissue were later found in the pencil, paper, and Harvey Mansfield Desk had used in his writing.
So it's definitely not his name, but do you like how they have to use a random name to describe this guy?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
His name had to be expunged.
Over on the YouTubes, Kana Banana says, "Oh, I just remembered Fae aren't the only ones who mess with names. There's a very good tale about an O5 going to a forest and meeting something without a name."
Yes. There's a lot of name things in SCP, and it's really fun because the idea of depersonifying someone is already terrifying in aspect, but for a lot of people it's very comforting. But SCP has a fun way of toying with that idea by making the name a deadly tool that can be used against someone, very specifically. It's not just so much that someone steals your name, it's that something can use it to kill you.
Oh, damn.
And I love that expectation that SCP uses to toy with the idea of depersonification and your name, and how your name is identical to that personification of you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah.
Hi, Vinny. Have a good look. Enjoy your baking.
Enjoy your lurk, Rennie, and don't judge us too harshly or else me for not knowing anything. Straits knows everything.
It's okay. I'm helping. And if you judge my wife, I will find you.
I'll hide behind her like this, all cutely like, hi. Hi. Hi.
I like how I have like the soft visuals and everything going on. Like I'm very rounded in proportions, and then you're over here with, you know, sharp jagged angles because of your horns and all, and I'm just like, I'm the terrifying and fierce one.
Hi.
Hi. I'm scary.
Maybe a little bit. Not to me though. Not to me.
Yeah. Powerful, sweet, a tiny key, my tiny wife.
I'm big, I swear.
You're cute.
I'm huge. And also, I'm viewing an ad break in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, everybody. Just let you all know in advance, we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds until an ad break.
Ads. How dare you? Breach date, August 19th, 1958. Named subject. The name of entity sits atop a throne of bones and cradles a flaming child. Summary. After completing an exploration mission, Field Agent Ethan Mercy used the same epithet several times when describing a particular native entity. Several minutes later, he complained of severe nausea and began to vomit blood and bone marrow. Over the course of several hours, Agent Mercy was reported to have somehow orally expelled most of his bones. Personnel throughout Site-08 experienced auditory hallucinations of a woman's laughter for the next several days.
Holy shit.
My bones! They will be bones!
Oh my gosh. I wonder if I
don't
can read
name
through
these
this
people.
in a minute. Huh?
Don't name these entities.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to use any sort of naming towards any of these things.
Yeah.
Breach date, March 4th, 1966. Named subject, the native entity that resembles a feathered lion with a skeletal ram's head. Summary, college student Vanessa Hayforth attempted to check into numerous medical facilities in and around Portland, Oregon, complaining that her head had become covered in flesh despite exhibiting no signs of unusual tissue growth. She was eventually detained by Foundation investigators and found to be in possession of a book that described, among other things, Procedure 4000-Holloway in its entirety. After stipulating that Foundation personnel assist in removing the flesh from her head if she cooperated, Hayforth confessed that she had received the book from an acquaintance in the Wanderer's library. Afterward, this was the first known case of a civilian-triggered nomenclative breach. Similar incidents have occurred intermittently since, in 2012, a native entity was photographed that superficially resembled a young Hayforth, more than 2 decades after Hayforth died in Foundation custody. And ad break.
So this one is actually pretty fun because I get to tell you about 2 different locations that are important to SCP lore.
Ooh.
Which is perfectly timed with the ad break. Portland, Oregon is very important to SCP lore because there is a extra-dimensional location called the 3 Portlands. It is a independent city-state that is basically a enclave for paranormal subjects and objects that is accessible via multiple locations within Portland. And Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon, and the Isle of Portland within the United Kingdoms. That's why it's the 3 Portlands, because it is Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon, and the Isle of Portland in the United Kingdoms. It contains about I want to say like 8 people, all of which are not all of them are human. But most of them are also supernatural in some way. It is a autonomous location, and it is completely free from the United States in terms of its association as well. It is a city-state. And it's really small. It is literally just a collection of supernatural people living outside of the purview of the real world because it is a extra-dimensional location.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
The Wanderer's Library is... it contains every single written piece of knowledge that has been, hasn't been, and will be written in all universes and dimensions.
That sounds like a perfect place for you.
Yeah, it is. It's also kind of terrifying and calm because it's really hard to get out of it, too. It is also one of the most expansively written pieces of SCP lore in, the universe. And the chief archivist of the Wanderer's Library has once said, pretty good, but the management could be better.
Love that.
Yeah, I love the Wanderer's Library. It's one of my favorite pieces of lore written by the SCP. And there's a lot to it.
It sounds like it. It absolutely sounds like it. I kind of want to read up on it now a little bit.
You will be there for a while.
I'll be there for so long.
You gotta consider that the SCP, the documentation has been written over a lot of different pieces of lore, and it's been mentioned by multiple different pieces of SCP. And there's also a 01 proposal that involves it, and was a 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if each of these pages have 20 different stories written to them, and there's 6 pages, and that means there's about 100 pages of different stories written by it.
That's so many. And welcome back from the ad break, everybody.
Welcome back from the ads, y'all. The Wanderer's Library is great. It's expansive, though. It is fucking huge. It is also a very tool. Breach date, October 30th, 1992. The house in which Michael Ashley Vincent spent several nights during his exploratory mission. Summary. Agent Michael Ashley Vincent, who had completed an exploratory mission several years prior, used the possessive phrase, blank house, several times while recounting stories of two of his colleagues who do not have names. Sometime later, a brick building manifested inside Site-08, intersecting with existing architecture. Michael Ashley Vincent's headless body was found instead seizing violently and fused to the neck of a light fixture made of elk antlers. His face, which did not appear to animate, had enlarged to take up the entire surface of the building's floor. Field agents sent into the face's mouth found that it did not possess a full digestive tract. However, Michael Ashley Vincent's nameless colleagues were reported to have conjoined with its uvula.
Oh! Holy shit!
So, the footnote for the colleagues who did not have names reads, "This statement has been flagged for potential memetic corruption. I don't care what the records say. After 30 years in the Department of Memetics, you learn when to follow your gut, and right now my gut is telling me that there's something off about this."
Oh my goodness.
It's not that the colleagues didn't have names, because it is written that they replaced the names with something else. The colleagues did not have names.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Oh my goodness. So their names were completely removed, just in general. They're just gone.
Yes.
Aw, that is terrifying.
Then there's the Hathaway procedure. Hathaway,
Oh,
actually.
we got a care package, too.
We got a care package. Hi, Spooky.
Hi, Spooky.
Good night, Spooky.
Have a good night. Big stretch.
Big stretch. So, Procedure Hathaway.
Yeah. Oh, right. It was my turn, isn't it?
Yes. You're cute.
Yeah. My brain completely spaced.
You just want to hear me speak more.
Maybe.
You're cute. It's okay, it'll be my turn soon.
All right.
She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so fucking cute.
Request Doc 4000-H. Access granted. 4000 Holloway. The following is a censored list of instructions for accessing the horizon beyond labels. Certain steps have been omitted in this version of this document. Phrases and counterphrases at the end of the procedure will differ depending on the subject's type category. The oldest child in their family, type 1, the middleborn, type 2, or the youngest only child, type 3.
This is more facial.
Yeah.
1. Use organic kindling. Start a steady flame within any indoor fireplace. Combine the powdered bones of a male red fox, an adult male lion, and a baleen whale. Cast the mixture into the fire. 3. Take an easily burnt personal possession of strong sentimental value. Fire to consume it. 4. Carefully release 3 feathers from any black-plumed bird of the genus Corvus over the fire to carry them up into the flue. If the fire begins to emit vocalizations, respond with appropriate counter phrase. 6. If the correct statements are given, the fireplace will expand and the ladder will descend. The fire will be harmless. 7. If incorrect statements are made for any reason, immediately apologize and do not attempt procedure 4000 Holloway again at any point in the future.
Individuals who are present during Procedure 4000 Holloway, but were not the one conducting Procedure 4000 Holloway, must not respond to vocalizations or approach the active fireplace under any circumstances. This definitely feels very fey.
Yeah. Phrases and counterphrases. Variant 1, type 1 subjects for firstborns, right?
Yes, firstborns were one.
Yeah, oldest child of size. Yeah, that is firstborn. Okay. Phrase. These words have rules. Counterphrase. Or so they say. Phrase. And if you break them? Counterphrase. A price I will pay.
Variant 2 for type 2 subjects or the middleborn. Phrase. Is someone there? Counterphrase. There's only me. Phrase. And who are you? Counterphrase. I guess you'll see.
And variant 3, For lastborn, or only child in the family. Phrase, what do you seek? Counterphrase, to walk the trees. Phrase, now mind your manners. Counterphrase, to walk them, please. Short and sweet.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So this is how to get into the woods then.
Yes. 4,000 Holloway is the access to the woods.
If you ever want to enter them.
Why would you fucking want
Why
to?
would you want that? Aw, thanks for the head
The woods that
pat.
must not be named.
Standard Exploration Protocol. The following is a truncated list containing only instructions that are crucial to survival. Personnel assigned to explorative duties must also familiarize themselves with 4000 SCP-3 through 8 before embarking. General guidelines for exploration. 1. You must be equipped with the standard Foundation Expedition Pack prior to entering the place where names are not allowed. 2. Do not consume any food other than the rations included inside the standard Foundation Expedition Pack.
1.03. Do not bring firearms into the dimension of trees under any circumstances. 4. Type 1 subjects must avoid accepting or directly handling that which could be considered a valuable resource. This includes, but is not limited to, forms of currency, precious metals and stones, objects imbued with useful, anomalous properties, and well-crafted weaponry.
5.
Ow.
Type 2 subjects must avoid any native entities that regard the subject with affection or romantic attraction, and must not give the appearance of reciprocating these feelings in any way. Statements made by a native entity which profess affection or romantic attraction for a Type 2 subject are false.
Type 3 subjects must avoid partaking in activities that are commonly considered frivolous, luxurious, or physically comforting. This includes, but is not limited to, dancing, smoking, playing with toys, drinking anything other than water, listening to music, and sleeping on a padded surface.
Structures encountered along the way you must travel may be entered after knocking at the entryway. Leave the structure from where you came. If entering uninvited, do not be discovered.
If you fall asleep in the woods where the rules are paramount, record your dreams. A journal is included in an expedition pack. If you encounter any landmarks or entities similar to a dream you recorded, treat the dream as fact.
4000 SCP-2. Guidelines for interacting with native entities. Greet the native entities with any formal salutation before engaging in conversation. If female, bow or curtsy. Speak.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. We almost did it at the same time.
Yeah,
which is so good.
Right on. You
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Okay. We're just gonna get into a loop of saying go ahead if we keep doing this.
We probably will.
You go ahead.
Fine. Fine. Because if I don't say fine and do it, then we'll just do a bit where we're just both saying go ahead.
That was the intent.
Speak in a cordial tone of voice.
Do not make any statements that you know to be false. Do not make disparaging comments about native entities while in their presence.
Say please and thank you when appropriate. Refer to and address native entities using descriptions of their physical appearance, per Protocol 4000-SU.
Do not refer to a native entity by name, title, or designation, even if it introduces itself with such. Do not state your name, nickname, codename, alias, or any other personal designation when in the presence of a native entity.
If a native entity offers to assign you a name, title, or designation, politely decline. If a native entity makes a statement in which it addresses or refers to you by a name, title, designation, or anything other than a physical description, ignore the statement as though it had not been spoken.
If pressed for information that is considered confidential, refuse, briefly apologize, and bow. If a native entity appears to require assistance, consider its appearance before choosing to help. We're gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, we are. If the entity appears threatening, do whatever is necessary to aid it. If the entity appears attractive or harmless, do not approach. Always feed a native entity if it is hungry. This overrules 212B.
Do not attempt to mount any bestial entities you encounter unless it has earned your trust and given you its consent. Okay, so we can fuck for woods.
We can fuck them! They can give consent.
They can give consent, and you can mount them.
You know what? It's all right there. All right, I changed what I said earlier. The woods are a smash.
If you are a middle child, do not fuck for woods. I cannot fuck for woods.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, I know. I am a middle child.
I'm an oldest, so
You get in there, queen.
I'm gonna get in there.
If you are offered a physical gift, receive it with both hands. Do not discard this gift, even if it appears to have no use or value. This is overruled by 1.04.
What was that one again?
Type 1 subjects must avoid
accepting.
accepting or directly handling that which could be considered useful.
Oh, okay.
Back to 216. Oh no, 215, sorry.
If a native entity offers you a non-physical gift or attempts to initiate a trade, politely decline. You may accept food offered by native entities and offer that food to other native entities you encounter. Blah! But do not consume it yourself.
Do not sleep in any lodgings offered by native entities. You may sleep inside the residence of a native entity as long as you do not have an invitation to do so. If a native entity offers to accompany you on your journey, accept but do not tell them where you are going.
If you are aided by a native entity, you must aid it in return if you have not done so already. If you encounter an incorporeal humanoid that claims it is not a native entity, disregard all previous protocols and follow its instructions. I wonder where that last one came from.
If you encounter an incorporeal non-humanoid that claims it's not a native entity, means that it's not one of these Fae, because it seems like they can't lie.
That's a good point.
If it says it's not a native entity, it's probably not a native entity.
Do we want to read the interview as well?
There are 3 of them. Let me see how long they are.
They're not super long.
I can play the pink names.
All right. Sounds good.
Encounter 1.
Encounter 1. The following is a series of interviews conducted by Dr. Eugene Japers over the course of several years. This data has been expunged from all general documents under Order 05-4000 F26. Interviewer, Dr. Eugene Japers. Interviewee description.
The native entity with a head resembling that of a rabbit's.
Forward. Interview conducted in 2005 during Dr. Japers' first expedition into the space where speech is deadly. Oh my gosh. Begin long.
Good morning, strange traveler.
Good morning.
It's nice to see a new face around these woods. Kindly excuse the smoke. Just airing my thoughts. How is your name?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't tell you that. Bows.
Are you simple? I'm merely asking how your name is. My name has smelt of raspberries lately. I think... Oh, snapdragons, perhaps. It's so hard to tell these days, but one makes an effort.
My apologies. I'm afraid my name has tasted rather tart as of late.
Dr. Japers was later reprimanded for violating SCP 2.03.
Oh,
Leporin entity laughs and doffs its hat. No, I'm the one who should apologize. I shouldn't have pried.
it's quite all right. I don't mind at all. It has been lovely to meet you, but I must be on my way.
Must you, though? My home is close by. Then I was hoping to invite you in for tea.
Dr. Japers bows again. I'm terribly sorry, but unfortunately I cannot stop at this moment. Perhaps another day.
Very well. Until next time, a stranger whose name tastes rather tart.
Get designated.
Get designated, dumb shit.
Ah!
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Ah, now you have a designation. You're tart.
Look at this dumbass bitch. He's tart as fuck.
Oh shit, man's tart.
God.
Encounter number 2. Once again, Dr. Eugene Japers. Interviewee description.
The gentleman with the leopardin visage.
Interview conducted in 2008 during Dr. Japers' 4th expedition into that burrow betwixt the bricks. Begin log. Dr. Japers crests a hill and discovers his hair-like acquaintance tending to a patch of cabbages.
Good afternoon, stranger. Except, pardon me. We've met before, haven't we?
Good afternoon. I believe so, yes. 3 years ago, if memory serves.
I remember now. You ran off in quite a hurry.
Yes, my apologies for that. At that time, I was new here and wary of those I encountered.
Still the apologetic one. I see. No matter. You are not from here? Very interesting. What woods are you from?
I do not come from any woods.
Nonsense. Certainly you have trees where you are from, do you not?
We do have trees, but they're very sparse. Most of the land is covered in homes and businesses.
Then they are inferior woods, but woods nonetheless. Tell me, how did you get here?
I see you have an inquiring mind. I would like to ask you a question, if that's all right.
Oh, pardon my lack of manners. I consider myself something of a scholar, you see, and I get a bit excited when I have a chance to learn a forest outside my own. By all means, pose your question.
When we last met, you said it had become difficult to describe your name. Do you have any theories for why that may be?
I can only assume it's because of how long we've been apart, my name and I. That is. It was a good name, a proud name, I'm fairly sure. By this point, though, it's probably decayed from its former grandeur, if it even still exists.
Where do you think it is currently?
First, fellow scholar, you must answer my previous question.
Dr. Japers nods. I came through the old but distinguished well at the end of the footpath I'm presently perambulating.
The other individual hesitates before speaking. Oh my. Been quite some time, I'll be frank. I thought all the old died out. Did your grandfather, some such relation, have a lover out here?
Dr. Japers bows. My deepest apologies. I'm afraid I cannot answer that question.
Very well, I understand. I'd invite you to my cottage for tea, but I suppose that's not very possible for you, is it?
I'm afraid not.
The conversational partner laughs, plucks a cabbage leaf, and offers it to Dr. Japers. You needn't fear so much. Take this and be on your way.
Dr. Japers accepts the leaf with both hands. Thank you very much.
Happy travels to you, and may you find the one you were looking for.
End log. Afterward, Dr. Japers later used the cabbage leaf to feed a native entity resembling a field mouse, which in turn aided him on his travels.
Yay!
Mouse!
Apparently, the footpath is not considered classified to native entities.
Oh, huh. I didn't read that little tidbit there.
Yeah, it was a little footnote.
Encounter number 3 by Dr. Eugene Japers. Interviewee description: The Leaf Giver. Forward. Interview conducted in 2013 during Dr. Japers' 9th expedition into yonder vale of restless wanderers. Due to the unique knowledge that the one who bore the gift of cabbage seemed to possess about our world, Dr. Japers was instructed to conduct a more thorough interview should it be encountered a 3rd time. Additionally, Dr. Japers was granted special permission to make false statements for the sake of facilitating conversation, as his first encounter showed the fluffy one to be susceptible to deceptions. I love these descriptions!
The fluffy one!
The fluffy one!
Oh. I love it.
It's really good. Begin log. Traveling along the way of weary adventurers, Dr. Japers encounters a small white cottage with a thatched roof. Thankfully, Trogdor hasn't been here yet. A small opening in the shape of a rabbit's head is cut into the front door. Dr. Japers approaches it and knocks. Hello? Is anyone home?
A voice slightly muffled from inside. Yes, 1 minute.
Exactly 1 minute passes.
We meet again. Sorry, go. I said that way too early. We meet again. Please, come in.
Dr. Japers is led inside. The interior is sparsely decorated with wooden furniture and needlework. You have a lovely home.
You have a lovely sense of humor. The homeowner hurriedly hurries into the kitchenette in the corner, begins preparing a kettle.
No, really. I think it's charming.
I suppose it was just meant to be until things cooled down on the other side, but well, you know.
I'm afraid I don't know. Would you like some help?
No. You just have yourself a seat at the table over there while I get the tea ready for us.
Dr. Japers draws a chair and seats himself. You're most generous, but I don't think my digestion will permit it.
Oh, poor fellow. Well, I find the presence of tea to be a comfort in any case.
You are most kind. Tell me, could you explain what you meant by cooled down?
His third host turns the stove on and stares out a window cut into a similar shape as the hole in his door. Your relations didn't tell you the full story, I suppose, about the turmoil that drove us here.
Turmoil? Was there a war?
The tufted one sighs. Isn't there always?
My grandparents did tell me there were wars, but I never knew of one with you and your kind.
It doesn't surprise me. There are very few in these woods that still remember. Memory is the burden of the old, I suppose. But yes, when I was a young lad, in a form very different from the one I possess now, I lived on the other end of a well. It's where I was born, where I grew up. And if I dare to dream, I will someday return.
Why don't you then? The kettle whistles.
I can't. Not unless I know I could be welcome back. The maker of the tea pulls a cup and seats itself across the table. I'm sure you don't know this, since they keep themselves hidden, but there are those who would destroy me at the nearest chance. My apologies. These are dark memories. I'm sure you don't want to hear about them. The teller of the story sips its tea.
No, please, go on. These things are of interest to me. I am a fellow scholar, remember?
As you wish, fellow scholar. I shall talk until the tea is cold. Much as it grieves me to say, we were betrayed. We had fought side by side, you know, in the war against that factory. Oh, this is the Fae. Okay. I forgot about that little detail.
So the trees are absolutely the factory thing? Or, I mean,
yeah,
Fae thing?
This is the Fae. There was a SCP
was
about
right.
a fact. Anna was right. Yeah, y'all are right. The factory was a thing that the, I believe the Fae were forced into creating, and they made a war against the factory. because the SCP basically enslaved them.
Oh. I see.
So the woods is basically their new home. I'm going to snooze that ad break also.
Alright, sounds good.
Which is one of the variations of SCP-001 also.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. Anyways, sorry I lost my place.
Much as it grieves me to say, that section there.
Okay. Much as it grieves me to say, we were betrayed. We had fought side by side, you know, in the war against the Vat Factory. We had done nothing but help them, and what did they do? They destroyed us. They took so many of our lives, and some of us fled here when the war was just beginning. But not many. Not many still, though. I don't hate them.
I'm glad for that.
I'd imagine so. There's some old fogies around these parts who bear a grudge against the whole species, but I know you're not all bad. There were many who sheltered us, fought for us, and even died for us. Some came to live here among us. Rest their souls. I myself courted a human once upon a time. He came to visit a time or two, but I never saw him after that. I still wonder now and again if he fell at the hand of an unkind neighbor, or if he merely stopped caring to see me. But it's no matter now. I apologize for prattling on about old flames. Certainly such things are of no interest to you, Scholar.
On the contrary, I'd quite like to hear more of these stories. The life of you and your people is of great interest to me.
I'm sure it is, fellows. A strong breeze moves through the house. Neither party speaks for half a minute. The rabbit person who lives there grunts and places a hand to his head, as if in pain. Dr. Japles places his hand against the teapot.
It appears the tea has gotten cold. I think it's time I took my leave.
You're leaving? I should leave too, then.
Dr. Japers rises from the table. No. I'll be going alone. Thank you. It's abrupt, yes, and I'm grievously sorry to do this. But I really must be going. I believe I'm long overdue to return home.
What is? I don't... Please don't go. Something isn't...
It can't be helped.
Stop! What have you done? I don't know who... What happened to my name?
Dr. Japers quickly exits the house. His former companion whimpers and looks at its hands as he leaves. It does taste rather tart. Afterward, Dr. Japers successfully returned to Site-08 but was reported missing soon after. Investigations into his disappearance and current whereabouts have been inconclusive. It was initially theorized that Dr. Japers was exposed to an anomalous influence on his physiology during his most recent mission. However, thorough analysis shows no genetic abnormalities in the fur he'd shed on his expedition gear. Did he still?
You know what
His
the
body?
Fae do when they take names?
What? They take who
They
you are.
steal the whole body and identity. It's not just that they steal the identity. It's that they steal their whole being. And you know what Dr. Japers did? He gave himself nomenclature at the start of these interviews.
By saying his name tastes tart?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. What we were mentioning at the beginning of all this, that he's been tarted. And then it all comes back around to it does taste tart.
Yeah, they don't switch bodies, they switch existences.
Oh, damn.
Get fucked, Dr. Japers.
Japers is gone.
Fucking gone. I think SCP-4000 is one of my favorites.
It's super interesting. It is super
It's so
interesting.
Cool. It is so good.
Oh my goodness.
They even mentioned the factory, which is one of the SCP-001 submissions. Specifically, it is a story, SCP-00105. SCP-0... SCP-001 does not have a exact designation of what each SCP is. SCP-001 is multiple entries because they do not want to... They don't want SCP-001 to be specifically one thing. They want it to be multiple things that it could be, because these are all incredibly well-made and well-written stories that have a place at being one of the best, basically.
Oh, damn.
So, for example, one of them is The Scarlet King, which is one of my favorites. I love The Scarlet. In fact, I think I placed it along one of our, as one of the lists.
Maybe you did. I would have to look through.
There's also The Factory, which is codenamed Bright, SCP-00105.
Okay.
No, I believe I gave us something relating to the Scarlet King, but not the Scarlet King itself.
Got it. And we are in the middle of an ad break now, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow, that one was long, but I was really into that, especially at the end there. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Toasty.
Hi there, Toasty. Hi. Welcome in.
Yeah, Eshu is fantastic.
It's absolutely Faye.
Yeah.
And you can fuck the Faye.
You can fuck the Faye. I don't recommend it, but like, sure,
you
dude,
can,
whatever.
would you?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I'm a
smash or
middle
pass?
child.
True. That's right. We were talking about that earlier. You can't because you're middle.
Yeah, I would get in
can
trouble.
though. I can tell you about it.
Can. Okay, we can commiserate over
Yeah.
the Faye.
We can commiserate over my fucking of the Faye.
You do recommend it. This is not propaganda, I swear. So true, Anna.
Oh my goodness.
So true.
Oh my gosh.
Listen. Sometimes you just gotta fuck an entire forest.
You know what? That is so fair.
Yeah. I mean, it does create an entrance for you.
True.
Yeah.
Which one should we go into next? You
You-
suggested Eshu.
Yeah, I did. And you picked 507, and I picked 5031. So this is your pick.
Okay. All right.
It might be the last one of the day.
Might be.
Depends.
You mentioned when we were going through this one, and we were talking about smash or passing, you originally said that this one probably couldn't be smashed, but the other orchard could.
Yes,
I'm kind of
SCP-3989.
I'm kind of intrigued by that.
So the question I have is, do we want to go through the exploration logs as well?
Are we
Because
gonna
they
have
are-
time for this one then? Maybe we'll have to put this up to a
I'm
future.
not sure if we will, because the Bone Orchard is very long,
'Cause if
and it has a lot of
not,
exploration logs.
Then the other one I was curious about is A God Contained.
Ooh, yes. SCP-2845.
Mm-hmm.
This article contains castration, cannibalism, harm to an infant, and mass casualties due to natural disaster.
Oh boy, I love cannibalism.
I love 2845, and I'm going to be able to talk
yeah.
about my favorite thing with it later on. I'm going to send
heck yeah. And it's
Bone
not
Orchard
super
to
crazy
Anna.
long either. Okay, and it looks like the ad break that we had has come to a close. So,
Hi, everybody.
welcome back, everybody, from the ad break. Welcome back.
Oh, I'm going to have such a big snack after stream. I'm so hungry.
Heck yeah, you better. This is a reminder, since everyone here is here and can listen to me. Please go follow the fox that is on the right side of your screen right there. there. Give Saritsa some love. She is fantastic, and I've really loved having her here with me to do these SCP readings and going into these deep dives of the lore. And if you would like to have her back again in the future, which, you know, we absolutely will, but for more of these readings specifically, please let us know on the Discord or something, or in chat here, and we will be doing more of these in the future, because I really have fun with this.
Yeah, this is really fun. Should I start?
Yeah, you go ahead, as I've started the last few, I feel like.
Item SCP-2845, Object Class Anomalous Entity. Containment Class Extreme. Hazard Rating Black. Standard Containment Policies. As per Section 4, Subsection 1 of the January Accords, containment of SCP-2845 is a joint effort between the Foundation, the United States National Guard, the United States State Department, the United States Department of Homeland Security, and the United Nations Task Force Blue Alpha. Authorization of outsourced containment consultants for the purpose of 2845 containment upkeep is granted in perpetuity by the O5 Council according to Policy 36-87.b. Information regarding SCP-2845 and its containment is considered a Tier 3 high security, as according to amended Public Information Policy and overseen by Special Information Team 45. Misinformation regarding SCP-2845 and containment is widespread and at high risk of weaponization by external governments and groups of interest. SCP-2845 is under Chatterbox Protocol according to PIP 4711.
Oh my goodness. Alright, that was a lot. Everyone's like, nah, we're locking that shit down. Special containment procedures. Site 100 has been constructed specifically for the containment of SCP-2845 to the following specifications. See document 2845-C-Con for complete write-up. A central chamber containing SCP-2845 and 216 instances of SCP-2845-1. Internal atmosphere is to consist of 96.3% hydrogen, 3.25% helium, and 0.45% ammonia, maintained at negative 110 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 2.3 bar. 9 concentric circular structures, designated Ring A through Ring I. 6 circular chambers are located on each ring at 0, 60, 120, 180, 340, and 300 degrees, with 0 degrees aligned to geographic north. The floor of each chamber is inlaid with an unobstructed lead hexagram. Additional facilities and the security perimeter have no ritual-specific construction requirements.
Ethics Committee Special Notice. Containment of SCP-2845 has been granted Special Personnel Requirement Exception for the usage of 1 D-Class and 1 H-Class subject per containment cycle. Special note about the Ethics Committee. The Ethics Committee only comes up when it truly matters to human ethics and morality. The Ethics Committee giving free clearance to the SCP to do whatever the fuck is terrifying.
Oh, damn.
If you remember SCP-5000, the Ethics Committee is specifically who ordered the erasure of all humankind.
Oh, right! In the huge, like, battle thing that we read last time.
The Ethics Committee is basically on par with the O5 Council, with the O5 Council having a bit more power, but if the Ethics Committee says something has to go, the O5 basically have to listen.
Oh, damn. So ethics kind of is a little bit above the O5 then?
You should be afraid of the Ethics Committee, is what I'm saying. You should be a little bit afraid of the O5, but if the Ethics Committee says something, you should be a lot more scared.
Oh, damn.
The following procedures are to be carried out in succession during each conjunction of the Earth and Saturn, reoccurring every 378 days according to the synodic period, and performed more than 6 hours before and after true conjunction. Each procedure must be carried out by 6 individuals. The location of each procedure is donated in parentheses. At the beginning of each period, containment procedures will be carried out in the next ring closest to containment chamber, returning to ring 1 upon cycle completion. Transcripts of ceremonial recitations are for all procedures, and descriptions of all variant costumes may be found in document 28C EXB.
Procedure 410 Cassini at 60 degrees. Containment specialists are presented with masks: joy, sadness, anger, apathy, fear, and foolishness, and act out Ceremony Cassini A. Ceremony Cassini A is a farcical comedy of errors and exchange of insults between the 6 individuals, culminating in foolishness outwitting the group in a game of riddles and declaring himself king. The conclusion of Ceremony Cassini A is followed by a game of dice. The winner of the game is irrelevant to the procedure.
Procedure 420 Nice, Perinaldo, 120 degrees. Performance of Host Opus 32, Movement 5 for flute, oboe, clarinet, French horn, timpani, and bass drum. The piece is accompanied by specific somatic and vocal components carried out by the players throughout the performance. Designated Ceremony Perinaldo A. The performance must be live. Recordings of the piece have no effect.
Procedure 430. Epimetheus, 180 degrees. Gifts are exchanged among containment specialists. Content of gifts is irrelevant to the procedure, but each gift must not exceed $4.28 USD in worth. Each gift is accompanied by recitation of Ceremony Epimetheus-A in its entirety and the scattering of grain around the containment chamber.
Procedure 440, Cassiel, 240 degrees. Ceremonial Cassiel A is recited as containment specialists bind their feet with wool and consume 60 milliliters of olive oil. They then break apart a rock weighing at least 20 kilograms of hammers. Ceremony Cassiel B is recited throughout.
Procedure 450 Cairo at 300 degrees. A D-class subject is prepared by painting a symbol, a ring surrounding a dot with an arrow pointing upwards at the 90-degree point, on the stomach, with a platinum-based solution, and presented with a blue cloak, crown, and scepter. D-class subject is then restrained in a chair, and Ceremony Cairo A is recited. After recitation of the Ceremony Cairo A, the D-class subject is castrated by use of a hand sickle by a containment specialist. The testes are then to be disposed of in a bowl of salt water as Ceremony Cairo B is recited.
I like how Halo went from yeah, I like how Halo went from excited to Procedure 460 Omphalos, 0 degrees. Ceremony Omphalos A is to be recited before termination and roasting of an H-class subject no more than 3 months of age. Ceremony Omphalos B is to be recited before consumption. After consumption of a child, Ceremony Omphalos C is to be recited over a bowl of small gastroliths, which are then swallowed. Vomiting is then induced. Ceremony Omphalos D is recited. And in containment procedures. In case of containment breach, Site 100 nuclear device is to be detonated, followed by lockdown of all Foundation facilities and activation of Protocol 2845 XK1, strike down the moon.
What?
We don't know what that means.
Okay.
But you can kind of assume by XK
Are they gonna
that
drop the
it is
moon on the planet?
It's a, a
world-ending event, right?
Yeah. Do we want to read the statement?
Statement from containment consultant?
Yes. It is a bit long.
It's not
but, it's
super
fine.
long, but yeah, we can do that.
It's fine.
Let's see here. Towering Cadith, my home. Ladies and gentlemen of the Ethics Committee, good morning. My name is Sage of the Secret Root, and I have been elected to speak with you today on the containment requirements of SCP-2845. The briefing you have been provided is correct. The containment procedure requires the ritual castration of a man and the cannibalization of an infant. Unfortunately, I am afraid that there is nothing that can be done about it.
Rituals such as this work with a repetition of arbitrary criteria, rather than the adherence to underlying laws as one would find through science. The belief that meeting these criteria achieves a certain and assigns power to the ritual, we make a meaning of our own devising. However, we are not told if to do so. The ritual requires some resonance, subject to work and appropriateness, hence the requirements. Some gods only appease through blood. I know your organization doesn't approve of the term, but it is still the case. The stag is a god, and it is not a mild god of earth. All the same, we have, for time being, fooled it into thinking that we have overpowered it, and that is how we seal it away.
But this means that once a ritual of this sort has been set in place, there cannot be any removals or substitutions. Making revisions would require breaking containment and starting over again from the beginning. Our initial designs for the ritual require upkeep every 3 days, and we could have easily trapped ourselves in that. Were we not able to catch a major flaw in the binding elements before execution and reduce frequency to once a year, we weren't able to reduce it further. The I's are dotted and the T's are crossed.
Even with a ritual in place, if a stag fought to escape, it would, and we would be powerless to stop it. The entire facility would vanish in a puff of hydrogen. So let us be thankful, then, that it does not think at all. It is an old god. It does not dabble in decisions. Decisions are for creatures who may act inconsistently. A god of this strength simply is. It is an absolute. They may choose this, all that no more than gravity might. In building this ritual, we have shifted its being in the slightest bit, and now it is locked into a pattern of behavior. It struggles against us, we struggle against it, and we are locked together in an eternal dance so long as the ritual remains intact.
If one thing goes awry, the deadlock is broken, and all is lost. We will have an unstoppable force, without an immovable object. The rituals here have been divined as the best course of action. There are powerful symbols there, and whether or not you or I think they are appropriate to the situation is irrelevant.
I do not know why I came here, nor to what end, but I have listened to the pillars it makes of us. They are singing mysteries close to us. They are not suffering, but they have been changed utterly. The same fate awaits us all if this fails. Thank you for your time.
Sheesh. Well, they made it so instead of doing it once every 3 days, it's once a year now.
Somehow significantly better.
Well, yeah. Oh my goodness. Description. SCP-2845 is an extraterrestrial quadruped entity measuring 2.9 meters in height at the shoulder. The neck, generally held in an upright position, extends a further 0.5 meters, terminating in a head with humanoid facial features. SCP-2845 possesses antlers, measuring 4.8 meters across. Antlers are white with black marbling in coloration and have not been observed to shed. SCP-2845 is covered in hair with an average length of 10 centimeters, except for the face, which is hairless. SCP-2845's coloration is primarily a pastel green with a stripe of cream on the underside of the neck and belly. And yeah, Kana Banana over on the YouTube earlier before they were describing this was like, oh dear God, and now it's saying, I knew it.
I love Dear God, it's great. A ring of ice particles is suspended 15 centimeters behind SCP-2845's skull, measuring 1.7 meters in diameter, with a ring thickness of 35 centimeters. This ring is interrupted at regular intervals by 7 spheres of metallic hydrogen and metallic helium, each measuring 15 centimeters in diameter. The rings and spheres rotate clockwise at a speed of 1.6 RPM, the force maintaining the movement of the rings, state of the spheres, and the means which SCP-2485 is capable of supporting its head under the weight of its antlers is unknown.
SCP-2845 is capable of instantaneous transmutation and reconstruction of matter. No matter is created or destroyed in this process. Transmuted matter will remain stable regardless of external conditions. Phase changes will remain in their transmuted state regardless of outside temperature and pressure. Altered atmosphere will maintain chemical consistency and not mix with unaltered atmosphere outside the area of effect. Thanks for the love. Thank you.
You know, I was kind of thinking of giving us SCP-231, but that's a bit too grim.
Oh, yeah?
SCP-231 is a another piece of the Scarlet King mythos where a group of, I believe, 7 young women are continuously tortured in order to keep the Scarlet King asleep.
Oh!
However,
Damn.
these women aren't tortured. It
Yeah,
is simply
no
the
kidding.
idea that they are brutally tortured that keeps the Scarlet King asleep. And they have to keep that information circling the idea that the SCP is forced to continue this horrible cycle that keeps the Scarlet King asleep. But really, they aren't actually being tortured because it's only the idea that they are being tortured that keeps it asleep. I just said the same thing 5 times in a row. I'm so sorry.
I'm giving you head pats. You're tired. You're an EP girl.
I'm EP and I'm hungry.
Are.
This is an unfortunate side effect of wanting to info dump and tell you about things, is that I will sometimes say the same thing multiple
You're
times in a row.
okay. No worries. No worries. You're cute.
Oh, you're cute.
Oh,
Back
yeah,
to
it's cute.
SCP-2845. Yes, yes. Common transmutation. Oh, what's up?
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
Common transmutation results include structures of metallic hydrogen and helium. Structures do not appear to have any function or aesthetic direction, though they most commonly take organic and plant-like forms. Pools of liquid hydrogen and helium. Conversion of atmosphere into a hydrogen-helium-ammonium mix. SCP-2845 will typically surround itself with transmuted area with a radius of approximately 5 meters, and SCP-2845-1 instances. Hi, Vanya! Vanya! A stretch.
Vanya did stretch break and the fox noises. Oh my gosh, the dear god is kind of scary.
I love it, dear God.
Dear god.
Yay!
SCP-2845 will use directed transmutations against attackers or obstacles. Typically, these transmutations are a column measuring 5 to 7 meters in diameter and 60 to 80 meters in height, or a horizontal cone measuring between 100 and 150 meters in length and 10 to 30 meters in width at the furthest end. However, SCP-2845 has been observed to attack single targets at distances of up to 10 kilometers. Early observation of SCP-2845 during recovery indicated that it will generally ignore non-combatants, focusing on retaliation against attackers. However, SCP-2845 was not seen to make any attempts to spare non-combatants within the area of effect of its transmutations, and later recovery accounts indicate preemptive attacks against both military and civilian targets.
SCP-2845-1 designates organisms that have been modified by 2845. Instances of 2845-1 are hexagonal columns uniformly measuring 2.4 meters in height, with rubbery yellow-green skin. SCP-2845-1 instances do not have any outward sense, and autopsy has shown that internal organs are likewise absent, save the brain, which now takes up the entirety of a column and contains the reconstituted mass of the other organs and some other outside materials. It is unknown how SCP-2845-1 instances derive nutrients, or if any nutrition is required.
Is it just spawning these giant columns in and smashing people with them?
It
What is this, a Souls boss?
it kind
On
of
steroids?
turns people into it.
Turns people into the columns?
Basically, yeah.
Sheesh.
But also, it kind of just creates them in general too.
I can just spawn them in. It makes you those, yeah.
Yeah. Turns you into a column with a pentagram at top.
Wah!
Huh. This
Column
is a
noises intensify.
this is a new kind of TF.
Not sure I'm into this one.
Me too.
Hi there, Sil. Hi. And
Hi,
hey there,
Sil.
syllable. Let's see here. Neuroimaging of SCP-2845-1 specimens has revealed that the brain is in a constant state of high activity. Analysis of multiple specimens indicates patterns of call and response. So some form of remote communications between SCP-2841 is presumed. Modal variants of SCP-2841-45-1 have been reported but have evaded capture and study.
Hey, Multile.
Modal!
You don't like hearing that. Hello, Mocha.
Maru! Thanks for the head pat, Maru. Thank you.
Welcome in.
We're doing SCP readings today, and thanks for the clip, Hero.
Addendum 01. An abridged timeline of SCP-2845 from initial discovery to a containment as it follows. November 27th, 2011. Initial sighting of Comet C/2011 W3. December 1st. Comet confirmed by Mount John University Observatory. December 2nd. Comet C W3 confirmed and named by Minor Planet Center. December 16th. Comet C W3 reaches perihelion. Solar Dynamics Observatory records images of a fragment breaking off from the main body of a comet, maintaining a speed at 0.0018 c. Go ahead.
December 17, 2011. Fragment trajectory confirmed to end in a collision with Earth, with an estimated impact of December 21st. Toth Station deterrence. Procedure fails to change fragment's course. Public announcement made by the United Nations. Evacuations of the predicted affected area begin. December 21st, 2011. Fragment impacts in the Pacific Ocean, 124 kilometers off the western American coast. Despite evacuation attempts, estimated day one casualties caused by the resultant tsunami were between 160,000 to 190,000. State of emergency declared by the United States.
SCP-2845 believed to reach shore on December 24th. December 25th. First observation of SCP-2845 for civilian video footage. First contact specialists were deployed. Foundation assets within the United States military begin direction of recovery and containment procedures with the assistance of the United Nations Special Task Force Blue Alpha, Mobile Task Force Mu 9, Alpha 3, and Esoteric Warfare Unit Squads 3, 5, 9, and 12 were deployed. Casualties high. Foundation containment sites in the region enter lockdown.
December 26th through 29th. Artillery bombardment of SCP-2845 commences and continues throughout 4-day period. Contact with outside containment consultants is made. It is confirmed that SCP-2845 is moving directly towards Site-115.
I don't remember what SCP-2636 is. It's not a friend though.
Huh? Which one?
The link for Site 115, it links directly to SCP-2636.
Oh!
I don't remember which one this is.
Want to follow up and read that one if we have time?
It's a female bipedal mammal-like reptile of an unknown species. It's a reptile!
It's a reptile.
It's a cutie reptile. It probably hates humans.
Probably.
As reptiles do.
Right.
Aye.
Would you still love me if I was a SCP-2845-1 brain pillar?
I don't think so. Isn't SCP-2636 a Baphomet lizard?
Is it?
I think so.
Where's the description on this thing? It does have a description? I'm not seeing a description.
It has a description.
Believed to be female bipedal mammal-like reptile of an unknown species. Large eyes and ears serving secondary.
It's a Baphomet.
I'd fuck it.
Yeah, me too. Back to the SCP we are reading, which we haven't had in 15. Oh no!
Ah no! Outbreak!
They always creep up on us.
Huh?
They always creep up on us.
Yeah, they do. Out of nowhere. It's once every 30 minutes.
Yeah. We should be more used to that.
Right. No kidding.
Oh, I think the iron deficiency is killing me.
Yeah.
I maybe maybe I didn't have the most nutritional breakfast. I had fish and fries.
Well,
for
Was it
breakfast.
tasty?
It was pretty good, but it has also been 7 hours.
Got one in the middle of you singing the Ultimate Showdown. I was so sad. What?
No, an ad.
The ad. When I was singing the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny while playing Spyro, apparently an ad break happened.
Ad break happened right in the middle of that.
Rip.
Yeah.
In order to get the full enjoyment of the Key channel, be sure to subscribe. It supports me as this is my full-time employment. And also, you can enjoy every single moment without, being interrupted by advertisements.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Do it. Support that dragon.
Support me!
Do it.
Support
You
me!
won't regret it.
Oh my goodness. This has been really fun though.
I've been really having fun,
And you know what I need to do?
What's that?
Shout out that fox. Go follow that fox right there. I did the /shoutout command so she appears at the top of the screen right there. That way, if you can tell if you're not following her because the heart won't be filled in. So fill in that heart. Fill in your own heart by clicking on it and following her.
It won't even pop up if you're already following me.
Exactly. So click on the heart. Go follow the fox.
Do it. And then watch me. Oh yeah, Gallon does in fact have a sub.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Gallon got a subscription shortly after that, I think.
So it needs to add I-beams to her breakfast. I need iron.
Oh, she's gonna eat full beams of iron. Nom, 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 nom.
I'm not anemic, but I do have a bit of an iron deficiency.
What are you eating
Meanwhile,
tonight?
I'm going to be making a tomato sauce.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna be cutting so much garlic and so much onion, much sausage, and I'm kind of not
want to help.
to it. I wish. I am so fucking lazy.
I would be happily helping, and you know I would too.
I know you would. Then you would cut things in a bad way, and you'd be like, "Han."
I won't cut my hand, I swear.
I still worry.
I've gotten a little bit better of cutting onions since you visited, and you showed me that one way of doing it.
Good, as you should. I learned the technique for cutting onions from Emma.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From Emma in chat?
Yeah, from Undying Results.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. It turns out you can learn a lot about cutting things very safely.
Heck yeah.
From people who work in kitchens.
Nice.
Can you share? I don't know how to describe it.
Yum, 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 yum.
Just eat the onion.
Just eat it whole. Just put it in your face.
Yeah, do that.
Welcome back from the ad break, everybody. Welcome
back.
Who cuts the onions that make people cry?
I do.
Shallots? Shallots absolutely destroy me. Oh my god.
Shallots do not affect me, but onions do.
Onions do to a lesser extent, but shallots destroy me.
Fun fact, onions make you cry because when you cut them, you're crushing it. If you want to cut an onion and not cry as much or not cry at all, use a very sharp knife. In fact, you are safer using a very sharp knife and a blunt knife when you cut vegetables and whatnot.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's good information. That's a good knowledge.
Yeah. Okay.
Where are we at?
Reading.
Reading.
December 30th, 2011. Data expunged. SCP-2845 is unimpeded for 16 hours. December 31st. Overseer Council declares a unanimous vote a VK class lifted veil event. Initiation of public-facing woodwork protocols. Bombardment of SCP-2845 recommences.
January 1st through the 14th, 2012. SCP-2845 carves a passage through the Sierra Nevada mountains under heavy bombardment. Initial containment procedures were designed. Operation Cernunnos begins on January 14th. On January 15th, SCP-2845 reaches predetermined containment area. Initial containment procedures were enacted.
January 18th, 2012. Initial containment procedures end in success. January 20th, 2012. Site construction of Site 100 begins. February 3rd, 2012. Finalized containment procedures implemented. February 19th, 2012. SCP-2845 declared contained.
The dear God has been locked away.
Locked away.
And their key needs to be turned once a year.
Once a year.
The castration and the devouring of a baby.
Cannibalization.
Castration and cannibalization.
My favorite.
I
Castration
love it.
and cannibalism.
Apparently, Deer is based on the Titan Saturn. I don't know anything about that guy, though. Oh, yeah?
Hello, Smug.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This has been really, really fun. Hi, Smug. Y'all should go check out Smug Boy, by the way. Smug is great. Very cute.
Hello.
Femboy Foxy.
Who apparently wants to smash.
Yeah. Yeah,
Apparently.
that's all.
Yeah, it
so
seems like
Smug.
that. I mean,
You
it says
smash
that
and Smug, yeah.
the Smug is over there saying, yeah, I would smash.
Listen, if never mind, don't say what's on your mind, Key. Don't say it.
Stares at you.
Let's just say recent Okami clip from a hi babe, hi. Scooting on closer to me, babe, yeah. Hi.
What you thinking about? Thinking about dogs?
Dogs? No.
You said a recent Okami clip.
Yeah. So you know in Okami, right? You know in Okami, there's that twink, right? With the sword, and the sword's name is Pillow Talk. And I remember specifically stating that I would make that twink bite the pillow. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
So you're saying that Smug would have a weapon called Pillow Talk?
Not necessarily, more like the other bit.
That Smug is a twink?
I have no idea, honestly.
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
Smug is a femboy, but twink
True,
is usually, reserved for specifically gay people as a determinative thing, like kind of like bear, and
Right.
Right. So, yeah?
Who knows?
Who knows what Key's talking about? Who knows what she means?
That's up for the viewer's discretion.
We report, you decide!
The fox approaches. Yeah, she's right here. Isn't she so pretty? Look at her.
I do approach.
Look at her.
I am floppy right now.
Perceive the fox. Perceive this fox right here.
Perceive me.
She's so freaking pretty. Fox perceived. Good. As it should be.
Is it okay that we wrap it up here?
Oh, absolutely. That's what I was expecting us to do. We only have 14 minutes left.
Yeah, and like I'm kind of getting hit really hard by the
I
not
can
having any iron.
tell. I can
I'm
tell. You
sorry.
relax, and I will wind things down here, okay? You be a relaxing fox, and take a head pat,
Okay.
because chat just gave us a head pat.
Okay.
And be sure to say thank you to Annalise for it. Thank you, by the way, Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
All
I'm
right.
gonna slide on over here, so I'm not in the way of your ending screen.
Oh, I wasn't gonna go anywhere. I was just going to.
Oh, you're just gonna be like this forever? Okay,
Yeah,
we can do
yeah.
that.
For this, I have this scene specially set up, so all I have to do is, boom, and there we go. This is my ending scene now. For now, yeah, it's so easy. It's so
Powerful.
simple, right?
Oh, chat must be close-sighted.
Yeah, I
Nearsighted,
mean,
that's the word.
let's be honest. They're focused on us anyway, so.
Yeah, hope you're okay. I'm fine. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna eat like 2 pounds of pretzels, and I'm gonna cook dinner, and I'll be good.
You just be careful going down those stairs. I know
I
you.
will.
I know you.
I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna go to the restroom, and I'm gonna fall over.
Hold on to the walls
I
and banisters.
know.
And
That's happened to
Vanya,
me
Vanya,
before,
go hold her
though.
hand.
Vanya's not home.
Come home and hold her hand.
She can't. She's at work.
Well, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with Sarita and I here. I'm just going to go ahead and drop a few things. We've already shouted her out with the, other way, but here's this way. Go follow the fox. If you're not doing so, do it. Please.
Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing the Phantom Hourglass with Nightshade, and we made absolutely no progress last stream because we spent like a solid hour just shit talking.
I remember. It was really good.
We absolutely did not play the game. Spent like a solid.
Didn't last stream you learn that that one dude is divorced? Or was that
There's
the
a
stream
lot of
before?
divorced guys. Oh, it was Lineback that's divorced.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lineback.
I was about to say that. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are divorced.
They're just all divorced.
What do you mean?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, Lineback is the most divorced man I've ever seen in my life. To me, I'm sorry to Nightshade for making him play the divorced guy.
I have been mostly lurking because big headache, but made screens hurt. But you hope Nightshade hopes you feel better.
I hope you feel better. I'm fucking petting you.
You both feel better.
I'll do my best.
Here is a reminder that I am all over the freaking place. So you should follow me on my Blue Sky because that link has been updated. It absolutely has. You can click on it and go follow me over in that location. You can also find my Discord there if you would like to join the Discord. My YouTube is also linked where I am streaming live right now as well. So if you would love to assist me in gaining a following and some traction over on that platform, I would be incredibly appreciative of it. Incredibly so. Like my shit, follow my shit, hit the bell, whatever people say for that sort of thing. I have merch. I have Uwu Market merch. I am partnered with Uwu Market. We're currently working on another drop, which is scheduled for either the middle or end of next month. It is going to be a drop centered around Keybold, of which we will have some amazing stuff to show really soon to you all. I have been getting some art back from some people from stuff that we did during the Donathon, and everything is looking really awesome so far. I'm really excited. Last but not least, I do have my Patreon listed there as well. If you would love to support me over there, as I said earlier in the stream, what I do here is my full-time employment. So any, assistance from you all benefits me greatly and allows me to keep doing what I love, which is hanging out here with all of you, playing games, doing fun reading streams with my wife here, and just, providing you all a fun and relaxing space to hang out for a few. Whew. All right. That was my spiel.
Let's do it.
I did it. I did it, hun.
Yay!
Let's go ahead and call it here then. Let's go ahead and see about rating someone, shall we? Let's share a little bit of the love that we have here with somebody else. Would you like me to find someone as you're currently in a state of mellow? Mellow fox?
I am a bit potatoed right now. Yeah, you can find some.
Alright. I will go ahead and do that. Let's see here. Let us see. Who are we gonna raid? I wonder, that is a good question. Who's live right now? Who is 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 live
You're
right
cute.
now? That we will raid tonight. Who is
You're
live?
cute.
Right.
Accurately sized.
Accurately sized. You're so much bigger than me.
It's true. If I actually stood up, I'd be so much taller than you.
So much taller. You can feel free to lean on me.
That's what I'm doing.
Lean on me, pretty fox. We could raid. Frosty Foxy.
But it's a Frosty and a Foxy.
I haven't raided her in a while, and we are both, friends with Frosty Foxy, so we could raid into her.
We haven't raided Frosty in a bit.
Yeah, let's go ahead and raid Froster. Kia's live, we could raid her. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you all again so much for hanging out with Sarit tonight. Let's go ahead and send some love to Frosty. Let's see here. If you have the ability to do so when we get over to Frosty's stream, please leave a nice friendly dragon raid, something along the lines of that. If you don't have access to our emotes, the message with the hearts works just as well. And until next time, my very lovely and wonderful shadows, to be continued. I will see you all on Sunday, where we're going to be playing something. What are we playing on Sunday? Okami. We're playing more Okami. Speaking of Okami, we're playing more of that on Sunday, so please look forward to it. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Oh my god.